like every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to gain a level. And we roll. And we rolled a critical hit to the heart. People grow up, forget how to play, but not us, no. We laugh due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget. We roll. Yeah. Yeah, we rolled a critical hit to the heart. We will never, never, ever forget. 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 We roll. And yeah, we roll. Yeah, we rolled. Yeah, we rolled a critical hit to the heart.
Dinner and a Game and Many Worlds Taverns have partnered together to bring incredible teas and coffees to the Dagger family. And now you can get 10% off of your orders when you use the promotional code Dinner and a Game, all one word, no spaces, at checkout. And if you use our link, manyworldstaverns.com/dinner and a game, we get a little bit back from Many Worlds Taverns as well. Support excellent products from an incredible small business and help support Dinner and a Game at the same time. And always remember, at Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table.
sit across the table from you. Once a week, a month, or like every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to gain a level. And we roll. And we rolled a critical hit to the heart. People grow up, forget how to play, but not us, no. We laugh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dinner and a Game. We have fired Sam and Liz. They are no longer on the program. We're not going to talk about it. We're very upset. Everyone just needs to take a chill.
It's been redacted.
Shit, there's Liz.
Everybody shut up.
Nobody mentioned anything. Nobody say anything.
No one say anything.
Nobody say anything.
Okay.
Not a word.
Welcome back to Dinner and a Game, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much for joining us. Tonight, we're going to be playing our D&D 5e homebrew, which, oops, I forgot something. God damn it. I always forget, because I have to do TikTok on a separate thing, so I have to do the audio separately. I have to turn the audio literally on and off manually, because these fuckers don't give me any other way to, don't let me hook it up to button box thing.
That's an oath.
The button box.
Not
A button box, you say?
Button box.
The
box have a button box?
Stream Deck.
Oh, the button box.
Yeah, the TikTok app doesn't let you connect it to the Stream Deck, so you can't control it from the.
Stop yelling at me.
Oh, stupid.
Ain't that a bitch?
It is a bitch. But do you know what else is a bitch? I don't really know. I had no segue at all.
I mean, also true.
I can be if prompted.
It's affectionate.
Eat the cucumber that the twink told us to eat.
Oh God!
See?
Now
Liz told you to say I didn't cheat.
No, I just sent them milagros. Have you seen the cucumber twink?
Yes, I love the
the
cucumber twink.
beginning of our chat was basically compromised of everyone sharing the Cucumber Guy's videos on TikTok.
Because I was eating cucumbers.
Yes,
Yes.
it is going to. It's very unique, and he has a lot of recipes.
Just think, I still have 2 whole ass fucking cucumbers left.
And M still has 2 whole ass cucumbers.
fucking
It's
left.
the
Whole ass
Oh.
cucumbers.
See, she
Wow.
I
said
had to be I had
Whole
to
ass
force myself to eat it
cucumbers?
because cucumber and
But I
watermelon, I don't
heard
know what
whole
it
ass
is. They make me do it.
covers.
Covers.
And I was very confused as to what a
I
whole ass
also
cover
didn't hear
was.
cucumbers fully.
Underwear?
Underwear.
Sorry, y'all.
I
Wi-Fi
guess.
talking.
Oh yeah.
No, you're fine. You're fine. We were just
We love
talking.
the wife.
Love
Yes,
the
we
wife.
love your wife.
Yeah.
It's also we love my wife.
Yeah, we love our wife.
So we're gonna be playing D&D 5e tonight, ladies and
Okay,
gentlemen.
Sam, are you okay?
Now,
Yay to Q.
I'll explain it in chat.
kimchi.
Okay, because it
No,
looks
I'm
like
fine
you
with
just
kimchi.
took like cough
I
syrup.
love kimchi.
I don't like kimchi.
I
I
had
don't know
kimchi
why.
ramen
I
for
like-
lunch.
I don't
I
like
like-
kimchi.
I like
'cause
pickled
I'm a little
stuff, but I don't like
bitch,
kimchi.
and I can't. I'm a little bitch, and I can't handle spice. And while
Really?
my sister, yeah, I don't
Oh,
really
Can't
like
cook
spice
for
that
you
much.
then?
Yeah.
How do you eat anything from your culture?
See, that's Dominican food isn't spicy. It's very savory, but like Dominican food isn't spicy.
I
Yeah.
assumed that because
Can't
they're
cook for you
basically
then. That makes me
Latin,
sad.
that they would be spicy like everybody else.
No, it's just very savory. This is the true I'm not a real Dominican. I don't like chicharrón,
Ah,
which is like mandatory
it's
because
like the national snack.
it is. But the issue I have with it is the texture thing. It's deep fried pork belly that's cut really thick.
Mhm.
And so I don't like crunch followed by the squish. I don't like it.
Oh,
And
that was
Okay,
weird.
that's valid. That's
That
I thought we were
is
talking about
person
like
who
correctly for a
phrased.
second.
every person who's Dominican, including one of my castmates from the musical I was in, I told her that and she cursed me out in Spanish. I was like, I can't believe you. Like the dishonor. I'm like, listen.
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow.
Dishonor on your cow.
Ultimate dishonor.
Ultimate dishonor.
Well, wait, if it's pork, shouldn't it be dishonor on your pig?
Well, yeah, but I was quoting
Yes.
directly from the movie rather than.
That's true. That's true. That's
Yes,
fair.
yes.
That's fair.
The cow was catching strays for no reason.
I was catching.
The cow didn't even do nothing.
I was like, bruh. I'm just sitting
I
here,
just-
man.
What the
I'm just
I don't know, I
sitting
think I'd
over
be
here
less
eating- I was like, I'm
grandpa
just
and be
chewing my
more-
cud.
Just chewing my.
Just
I'm just sitting here
existed.
chewing my cud and existing, and you guys come out and start shooting at me from the distance, and I don't know what's going on.
So these are not Midwestern cows.
No.
No.
They're not Midwestern cows. They're not used to getting shot at.
No.
Well, no, Midwestern
What
cows
the
just
fuck
mean
is
people come
dishonor?
like anytime you drive past cows in the Midwest, you have to scream out your window, "Moo!"
Oh, what the fuck?
I mean, I would just do that anyways.
It's everybody does it. Everybody
So-
does it.
I'm sorry, we're getting way off tangent, but I just have to tell one more story because there is a show called Dr. Pole.
I
And
love Dr. Pole.
one thing that Dr. Pole has taught me is that cows deserve to die because they're fucking mean.
They are mean.
They're mean?
Yes,
They're
they kill people.
Apparently.
they do.
they're
Yeah,
mean.
depends on the cows.
The normal ones they use for beef production, the primary species, Angus, they're meaner than shit.
They're rude as hell. Yeah, you have to get like the bigger breed cows, like the Highland cows and
Yeah.
that bullshit. Those ones are just giant puppies.
Yeah. Dr. Pole like got his arm broke one time because the cow trapped him, and then he went over the gate, but the cow hit the gate and it wasn't secured, so the gate swung open, and he was jumping off the gate, and his arm got caught in the gate, and it broke it.
Oof.
And it's just
Oh
like,
my god.
and then after that, he was going around to talking to the farmers because he couldn't really do his job for the rest of the month. So all his other people were stepping up, and he was just observing and stuff like that. And he was talking to the farmers, and everyone had a story about something getting broken by a cow, like a
Oh my
bone.
Yeah.
god.
So yeah, cows are fucking mean, people. Don't
Cows
feel
are
bad when you
rude.
eat a hamburger.
Don't fuck with cows. Eat them with enthusiasm.
Yes, because
Love cow.
you never know who may have been murdered by a cow to get you that steak.
I love cow.
Jesus.
I love cow. Cow is maybe my favorite meat, and this is before the murder.
Prefer the murder.
That's
Before the
crazy.
murder.
Oh wait. I have to ask you this because we have a heretic in our midst. How do you take your steak, Cassie?
Can I get it rarer than blue?
You probably can.
No,
that's
it's me.
That's just right out of the
It's
fridge.
me. I'm the
Yeah,
heretic.
that's how I like my steak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Why are you
So,
a
like-
heretic?
Fairly
Milagros is a heretic. Milagros,
Yeah, great.
tell everyone how you like your steak cooked.
Well done. Fully well done.
God, do you put ketchup on it too?
No. But
The
I
only
do
thing
like
that saves
putting,
them from being the absolute
Yeah.
Antichrist is that they
Yeah.
don't put ketchup on it.
Listen, I don't like to disrespect the steak, so I'm not a steak person.
Look,
But if I gotta, it better be destroyed. I want a shoe. I want the soul of a shoe.
Yeah,
Look,
see, and I'm the opposite. I'm going to the restaurant. I'm like, how much time does it have to be on your stove? Like, does it have to? Because I want it not a second longer.
Yeah. What state am I in?
Can
What are
you
the
take
laws
the
here?
steak? Can you take the raw steak to the kitchen and just show it the stove, just so it knows the stove exists? And
Yes,
give it to
I
me?
want the like.
the LaCroix
There's
of
a-
steaks.
Yes,
There's
I want
one-
the LaCroix of steaks. I
There's
want a
one-
cow that heard of a stove before. I'm gonna go gnaw on that guy.
There's this one line, I don't remember what movie it's on, but it's on some old movie from like the 80s. And there's these people sitting down to order in a restaurant, and one of them is like this cowboy guy. You know, he's like all rough and tumble. And they go, "How do you want your steak cooked?" And he goes, "Just slap it on its ass and send it out to me."
Yeah.
Yep.
That's Cassie.
That line rings a bell. I don't know the movie though. Not
I
gonna lie.
have had people when I'm eating steak, they're like, "God, why don't you just go run up and bite a cow?" And I'm like, "I would.
But all
I
the fur,
have.
can you shave it first?
I don't want the hair." So I'm like, yeah.
I don't want to get kicked either.
funny.
Jesus.
Yeah, because apparently cows are mean.
And
That's
now we
they
come
are.
back in a circle
They deserve
to
it.
cows are mean.
And that's why cow tipping should be a sport.
The worst part about it is cow tipping is usually dairy cows because they're docile.
Oh yeah, you can't
Those
do.
are the cows that are nice.
No, we didn't do it to dairy cows. We learned to run real quick, also turn.
Oh my God.
Shit, I can't tell you more stories. All right, let's get into this. I'm gonna keep on going on tangents because I was once almost killed by a bull when I was like 7.
Look, I don't want to think about math. Don't talk about tangents.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as we said earlier, we are going to play D&D 5e eventually. We're going to actually be playing in our homebrew world, which is Kingdoms of Mist. Listen, I can actually hear that.
I just was turning off anyway, so.
That works.
So we're going to be playing D&D 5e, and we're going to be playing in our homebrew world, which is Kingdoms of Mist, which is loosely based on Treasure Planet. I wanted sky ships, I wanted space combat, and I didn't want lasers, and I didn't want tech. So we went mage tech, and we have a whole bunch of stuff that is really, really fun and cool. Currently, our people are on a frozen planet. They are going through underground tunnels, and they are on their way to a monastery where they hope to find a way to revive or release last aspect of the goddess Mistmother, which is the Lady of Justice, which they have trapped in a little gem. And so they're going to this monastery to try and to see if they can get her released. And then their hope is that will somehow restore the Mistmother's abilities to control access to her world so she can stop all the other planes of existence from invading. But that was hampered last game by the fact that someone sent a dragon to intercept them.
Hollow.
Hollow dragon.
The skin of a dragon.
Hollow dragon.
It was a hollow dragon. And hollow dragons aren't
Now-
necessarily evil.
Stuffed into our bag of holding like the remains of a bounty castle.
Hollow dragons aren't exactly evil. What they are is they're
Boingy, boingy, boingy.
they're kind of like the liches of the dragon world, but they can be controlled and summoned. So the hollow dragon tried to stop them along with someone who was guiding it. They ended up winning the fight. It did get scary a couple of times, but they ended up winning the fight. And now they're they went forward and they ran into a bridge, and they met one of the archdukes of hell. 9 hells.
I thought he's from the Abyss.
Oh, the Abyss. Sorry, Graxus. Yeah,
Okay.
Graxus.
The princes of the abyss.
One of the princes of the Abyss.
I'm trying to keep everything.
The archdemons.
Yeah, and Graxus is a prince of the Abyss, and he is actually
Oh.
a pretty much a sensation what do you call it? Sensualist. He's a sensualist. All experiences are good, no matter what. Whip him, beat him, call him cheap. As long as there's some way he can like it, he will. Or they will. God, there goes chat.
I have that sound from fucking Brooklyn Nine-Nine. You can beat me, punch me, stab me.
Oh
I am
my.
okay. Fighting and scratching are
on the table.
You can, you both fire.
Can use fire.
have
What
used
can't
that
I do
audio.
to you? Oh, wow.
Oh, you want to
Wow,
do something
what?
really
You got
sick,
some-
don't
You
you?
sick son of a bitch.
Go on, lay it on me.
I know.
God.
He was all like down for it. If you haven't seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine, gentlemen, just ladies and
Watch
gentlemen, just
it.
for that one fucking scene. Ladies and gentlemen, in Unbuyer Palace, just for that one fucking scene, you should go through the entire series.
There are lots of amazing scenes for
God,
that
yes.
series, but that's one of them. That's absolutely one of them.
That's one of the prize winners. So when they left off, they had been stopped by another demon and Praxis, who is a demon priest. He basically made them kind of offer because Praxis directly opposes Orcus, who is another prince of hell and who is the leader of most of the invasion force. He's kind of the instigator who started all this. And if anyone knows anything about,
but I gotta give credit.
It was good. It was good.
if anyone knows anything about the hells in D&D, they're vast, they're huge, and they're at war with, the abyss is at war with the hells, 9 hells, and that's what keeps them from being able to invade the planet. But they're always invading our plane, but they're always trying to find ways around it. And so Graxus has let them know that he's basically is going to be, he says he's going to be their ally in stopping Orcus.
I don't believe him.
No.
Maybe.
So, and
I just
Can I have
really
the
quick, I just like to say we're getting a huge like thunderstorm, so if something happens with my internet in the meantime, that's why, because like that thunder just shook my apartment a little bit.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Oh,
I know I love it so much, but also like if my stuff glitched or something, just letting you guys know now that's what's going on.
Gotcha. And so when we left off, you guys actually do anything after Graxus left, or did we stop on that?
No,
Stop there.
they had talked for a little while, and Lex and Drake had gone to get the horses. And as they were walking, Lex had asked Drake if they were okay. And that's where we
Drake's
left
not
off because
doing
Yeah,
Drake
we're
was
gonna
like,
have a moment.
Drake is not.
"We are about to have a
I-
moment."
I got to hang out with Sam a little bit after. Drake is in hell right now, basically.
Drake is very
in
much
hell.
not okay.
Drake is not good.
And
which
Sam
is
is
also why
very
he got the
excited for
javelin.
this.
That's why he got the javelin. He
How-
took me a lot.
I need to know something, Sam. How high are Drake's emotions?
I'm about to directly message you.
Okay.
Oh, not the DMs. For
Not
the
the
DMs.
DM.
No
DMs.
DMs.
Yeah, is always allowed.
It's time for the
Oh goodness.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
like,
show
this
is
is
allowed.
allowed.
This show is allowed.
No enough. The Shogun of Harlem. I knew you'd get that one, Sphinx.
Oh, I love it.
I'm old.
I know. That movie
Can
still
you
rocks,
teach
though.
me
It holds
some
up.
more?
I am the worst person with Drake right now.
God.
Bruce
Poor Drake. Oh yeah.
Leroy.
No, this is. I
Catch his
feel like.
bullets with his teeth. Please.
I feel like. Well, I will say Lex isn't the absolute worst. He could be with Trifle right now.
You're going to
They're
get
going to
trifle.
get trifle.
Yeah, Trifle's back on the cart.
Yes, but like he
Yeah,
could be
heading in
stuck with
Trifle's
just
direction.
Trifle.
So,
I mean, not wrong.
as you're heading
This,
back to the
this is gonna be Lex's "That's rough, buddy" moment. I'm just
Oh, yeah,
telling you
no,
now.
this is gonna be.
rough, buddy.
This is gonna be so.
I love
Lex
Zuko
and
so
Drake
much.
have such like They have such
The
like
original blasting
brotherly,
issues.
cousinly energy. Like, oh my god!
I was just gonna say it's gonna be Drake walking back as Lex suddenly pulls out one of those Japanese instant banjo instruments and starts playing Leaves on the Vine.
Hey, I do have the performance. I do
Oh yeah,
have
you do.
proficiency in performance.
He's a performer.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we both
We
we
just come back
the
and-
swingy horn.
We just come back and we're just coming back, and Lex is on her pan flute, just playing Leaves on the Vine, and Val just looks for a minute and then pulls out and starts playing.
Pulls out the flute.
I'm already crying. Already crying.
All right, so I will leave it to you guys. Lex, you just asked Drake if he's okay. Drake, what is your response to that question?
Ray, I just messaged you.
Oh,
It's
dear
a lot.
Jesus.
I was stalling to give you time to write it.
Wait, how exactly, this is very important. How exactly does Lex, like, say this?
They're like they're walking next to him, and it's like they've kind of got one hand on his back just because like they don't know what's happening. They just like the face is like the face is a weird mixture of emotions for Drake specifically. So it's like, buddy,
All right.
are you doing okay? What's going on?
He's kind of got a mixture of like a blank stare and like eyes just constantly darting everywhere as if he's looking for something.
You know what? Insight check on Drake. Do I recognize?
We're not with
You're
you
not
guys.
there. You're not there.
Oh.
Yeah, this
we're
is
not
about
Never
to
mind.
bridge.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
we're still contemplating whether or not we're gonna use the sending stone.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
You didn't stop moving though, right? You're all still walking?
No, yeah, he's
Yeah, we're
still
still-
walking, but he
Lex
is
is kind of like
on,
making
and he's
sure
not.
he keeps going forward after asking him that, but like
He-
very gently, not like shoving him.
He doesn't seem to be responding, but it's like his head is snapping towards every single like little sound heard. He's showing all signs of
Fear.
fear, paranoia, hair trigger, probably as well.
Yes.
So,
He's tweaking.
as you guys kind of round the bend that you left the cart behind to give it some shelter in case there was...
I'm gonna once they kind of get fully across the bridge, like Lex wanted to make sure they got across the bridge, and like not right off of it, like before they get to around the corner, Lex would kind of like gently, like Lex is treating Drake like he's made of glass, even though he probably kind of hates it because like she doesn't know what's happening, and this is Drake, and this is freaking her out a little bit, and so it's just like a hand on the shoulder to like stop him, kind of turn him.
Do you say anything as you do this?
He's doing it slowly. So.
Yeah, very slowly, and like it's just like the hand was always like kind of on his back to like keep him steady and keep him moving. So it's just that it doesn't like leave and get on his shoulder. It slides from the back to the shoulder, so that like they know something's wrong, so they're trying to be very gentle, and like so it just like slides over to the shoulder to gently curl around, turn. You're freaking me out a little bit here, buddy. I'm gonna need at least a couple of words.
Tell me something only you would know.
Like something recent only I would know, or like further back?
Something only you or I would know.
Ah, shit. What was the freaking thing you said to me before we went mock fuck into that demon?
Fuck into that demon.
God.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new term of movement. It's called mock fuck.
Oh, Sam and I call it
fuck.
mock fuck all the time.
We just need even if it's just a stick figure, just what looks like a demon split in half and a triangle going past it. Which is question: how fast were you going? Mock fuck.
Somebody make a note that's going in the glossary at the end of our book.
Yes.
I will include that.
Mock fuck is an
absolutely.
actual term
Mockfuck is a term
Speed.
of is
Mockfuck is an
gonna be
actual
something related to
measurement of movement. Wait. I know at least one thing you asked me at that point. You asked if I trusted you.
And you could have said no.
Okay. Okay.
Do you want
Here's
to
your-
talk
here's
about
you.
it, or do you need just like a hug?
Had that feeling forced into my head before.
Okay.
I was used like a puppet, stuck in the back of my head while my body had a will of its own.
Tell me this person is dead.
Well, they have a habit of taking other people's faces, so I don't know. I didn't exactly stick around. Once I got the opportunity to get away, I took it.
That's fair. I'm very proud of you for that. So I'm gonna have to delay our whole pirate plan because I'm gonna have to go and find a ditch and kill them.
So you guys kind of stopped at the bend. Haven't like
Yeah.
You can see
Yeah, we
like,
haven't gone.
You can see the cart is a little bit in the distance, but you can also see back to the bridge.
Yeah.
So as you're kind of doing that, you suddenly hear a bunch of rattling from the cart, and Trifle pops up with, you don't know where,
Drake.
it's probably in the cart with all the
Drake.
gear. Yeah.
No,
Drake.
Lex is saying Drake and just like putting one
But
hand
no,
on the arm and
Trifle
trying to
pops
kind
up
of
and
lower
he's,
it.
Trifle's a kobold. He's trying to hold a heavy crossbow. And he's all like, hold and get ye hither, or prepare to die.
What are you doing? It's us.
Oh. That's less dramatic than I.
Drake,
Why is
please
Drake
lower your
pointing the
arm.
gun at me?
How did we first meet?
He's a
Hey,
little
How did I
twitchy
first
right
meet
now.
you?
Yes.
I gave you the honor of escorting me back to your camp.
That is how he would put it.
And then I chose to adopt you. Another
I
honor.
would. I
Just the slightest temptation to bring the gun back.
Trifle's like still, he's like, the crossbow is like slowly sliding down his grip, and the butt
Put
is like
it
hitting the
down.
ground. He's like, but
That
it's
thing down, I
mine.
think
that thing is bigger than you.
Which is why I like it. If I can put wheels on the bottom of it, I can ride it.
It's not self-propelled. How the fuck did I know that?
it's a new word for you.
When
I'm
the
proud of
player
you.
comes through.
This is Lex's PTSD of going Mach 5. Like Lex is thinking on vehicles right now.
Lex is gone. Was going so fast it took this long for their brain to catch up.
It finally caught up.
It finally caught up.
The concept of propulsion has finally arrived.
All right, so
Alright.
Trifle
Are
like,
you gonna be okay, buddy, or do you need some more time?
I'll be fine.
Okay, hold on. Before you start walking, though, I'm gonna do a thing.
as you say that, Trifle is like just put the butt of the heavy crossbow down, and he kind of just shoves it over backwards. It was loaded. It falls down. It hits the ground. You hear a twang, and a crossbow bolt bursts through the back, like little wooden flap that on the cart, bursts through that, and goes like ricocheting off down the corridor.
Okay, after this, we're hiding all of the crossbow bolts. I wonder if they'll fit in the bag of holding with all that dragon skin. And then Lex just wraps their arms around Drake for a minute.
This is
Yeah, Drake is like in the hug. It's a hug. Calm the fuck down, my dude.
Hear the pattering of little feet.
Don't you dare! Let me go.
Lex-
Let me go. Let me go.
Wrapped around your
Lex
calf.
lifts- Lex lifts Drake up off the ground.
And something is
to
the
avoid
worm
the
is
little
right
feet.
wrapped around your calf, Drake.
Get off him.
If he starts humping, I'm
No,
shooting him.
he's not.
That's a different kind of show.
That you can
That's a
also
very
find on our
different kind of
OnlyFans.
show.
But it
Actually,
will
it's
be
going to be
Drake
on our
and the
Patreon
Kobold.
now.
Welcome to
On
Dinner and
the
a Game
Patreon.
After Dark, baby.
So
I wonder how far
Something
Trifle
flip
would
that.
ricochet if Drake just punted him for that.
and how
Drake's
far
not
he'd
that
ricochet.
far. Lex, probably pretty far.
Just starts shaking Drake so that the kobold gets off.
Kobold,
Starts
Wiggle
Kobold
spinning.
drops
It's
off.
like,
He just drops off of Drake's leg when you say. When
Drake
Drake
is
says
never
drop.
letting us hug him again.
And the kobold's
Probably
like.
not. No.
So the kobold drops off Drake's leg, and then he just grabs onto your calf.
It's fine. I'll live with it. Puts Drake down, looks at the kobold on her leg, looks
He
at
is
Drake.
looking up with the giantest puppy dog eyes in an actual puppy dog face that you've ever seen.
I'm
I love
doing
it.
this for you.
what do you mean you're doing this for me?
We'll point at the kobold. I'm taking this one for the team. And by the team, I mean you.
What the fuck are you talking about?
The
You want
kobold-
me to let him go back to your calf?
I would like him to go back to the carts, as we need to.
Well, we're
move
here to
the damn
get the
thing.
cart. Lex just starts walking towards the cart with the kobold still on her leg. We're here to get the cart. Also, if we keep him
works.
out of the cart, we keep him away from the crossbow bolts.
Yeah, probably a better thing reaches in his own bag and pulls out a small hand crossbow. This is
What?
more your size.
Let's not
Why
give
did
it
you
a
falls
Falls
weapon.
off your calf instantaneously and is running over to Drake.
Nope. I grabbed the collar.
And
I grabbed
Make
the
me an
collar.
attack
Give
roll to
this
grab
to
the
you.
kobold.
I will give this to you if I deem it necessary.
Wait, hold on.
You gotta make
I
an
gotta
attack roll.
find it. I gotta find a features and traits. Feats. Okay, no, that's just if I'm doing it at a different point. So athletics. That is a 21.
He's getting scruffed.
Oh yeah, you rolled your own dice.
Yeah.
So you rolled a 21, so you grab him. Now I need the grapple check is only to see if you can get him off the ground. But just go ahead and make me an athletics roll. He's gonna
I
do one
assure
too.
you
of course.
guys, our barbarian has nothing in athletics. I assure you.
Nothing,
I
that's an
assure
18.
you.
See, just be
Absolute trash.
thankful we have a biter and not a bonk.
Fighter, not a.
I mean, that depends on what kind of play you're into.
Oh my!
Pan.
I can do whatever you
What
want me to
kind
be,
of
baby.
I just looked at Trifle's strength
promise?
stat. It's fucking horrible.
Oh God.
All right, so go ahead. What'd you get in athletics?
18.
Trifle got an 8.
Do you want to know the funny part is? I rolled an 8, but I have plus 10.
And Trifle has minus 2.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
Where's the
that's
night charisma?
but Sam, I am a biter.
I know you're a biter.
She's a cat. Of
Trifle
course
just
she
you're
bites.
holding Trifle like kind of
I mean,
almost
that is a cat
casually
thing.
in your your right hand, and Trifle is just like his legs are still kicking, and he's like reaching for the hand crossbow.
Why are you going to arm it?
I didn't say I was. I said if I deem it necessary for him to use ranged attacks for his own defense or ours, I'll give him this. For now, it's staying with me.
Lex lifts the kobold up and turns it to look at her.
He's like looking over his own shoulder at Drake with the hand crossbow.
Eyes now.
He slowly turns his head and makes eye contact.
It will be given to you if required. Understood.
Yes, I have to steal it. Got it.
Can
Good
I make that with an
fucking
intimidation check?
Yes, you may. With disadvantage because Trifle's stupid. No, I'm just
fair.
kidding. It's normal.
That is a 9.
A 9?
Yes.
It's not contested. So, Trifle looks at you and he says, "You dating?" Staring in my eye.
You're
I know
literally...
interspecies romances are really popular right now, but I just don't think that we have that type of relationship at this point. I tell you what.
I like
let's go to a
women.
museum or get a coffee or something like that. Oh, my species can change sexes. So gender's a myth.
I mean, you're not wrong about that, but
Lex?
I have no interest in you.
Lex, if
That's
I
what
had
I was
a
trying to say. I don't have any interest in you, but I'm not willing to say no to potential.
I am.
Oh.
That's the
I
next
love it.
It probably wouldn't have worked out
So
anyway.
cute.
I lay eggs.
Lex,
I didn't need to know that.
if
Can I drop it
had-
over the... Do you think that they're mad if I
Things that make
drop
you
it into
go,
the chasm? Things that make you go...
I mean, I'm not gonna tell you not to.
Yeah, but they
So-
can see me if I do.
I was like, that mean I can fly?
Sure,
can
let's
certainly
test
try.
that theory. No, the others will be upset. So, Lex, if I had a silver coin for every time something short thought they were dating you, I'd have 2 of them.
Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. I don't know what's worse. The you need silver coins or what's above it.
I feel like Utopia would take silver coins as platinum. Those are silver, right?
Those are silver.
Literally.
They're the same color.
No, Utopia would have the silver coin and the platinum coin. It says, this is silver, but it's duller. This one's shinier. Let's use it.
This one.
Shinier is
Use this
better.
The shinier
It's
the
got real
better.
weight to it, you know?
So,
Because it's more
Trifle
expensive.
is looking at you, Lex, and he says, I know this was a big emotional moment. You know, we've decided that we're going to break up.
Lex is gonna throw him into the
Where do you throw him to?
into the cart.
He just crashes down. He crashes down in the cart, and he said, "I didn't know you liked it rough."
You
Trust
didn't know
me.
the barbarian liked it. Hold on a second.
Well, we don't want to make assumptions.
17 hours.
17 hours.
If anyone needs that actually cleared up, you need to go back into our VOD.
Yes.
Legit.
It's a great time. It's all Ray's
Great
fault. He did it to
episode.
himself, and the rest of us just remembered.
But it did have me having to do one thing as a GM I never thought I'd have to do.
Give us
Give
a
a
level up
in a brothel.
No,
because of a brothel.
no, that was funny. No, try and stop all my players from just wanting to run a brothel and retire immediately.
Yeah, that
That's
was very
fair.
tempting.
Mean,
Honestly,
Sure,
guys,
so
we
yeah.
could just go do that.
We could
I-
just go and do that.
Leg-
Right up
We
to
were
the-
halfway there.
Val has not eliminated that as an idea.
Val was
no.
a great
If I remember
time
correctly, you guys were
performing. Val
talking
was
about
killing it.
franchising and shit.
Val was killing it. We need to bring that brothel all over the little solar system we got.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna open branches on every planet.
Perfect.
Damn.
Love this.
Doesn't Val have at least one contact who could probably help us run that? I think.
Yeah,
Yup.
I think we got that. We
His-
got. I
his
feel like
mentor
Drake would have
actually-
some good contacts for that.
His
Like,
mentor actually
we
owns
can
a
make
very
it work.
successful. Like,
Look,
inn,
I don't
and-
think we can necessarily
That's what I
rely
mean.
on Drake's contacts necessarily in that sense.
It's fine. It's fine.
we
We'll
have
figure it out.
contacts
We're gonna
in the
franchise.
Emerald. Who says the Emerald doesn't want to throw ass? You never know.
We're not throwing hands. We're throwing ass now.
We're throwing
Hands
ass.
Throwing ass now, baby.
I was like,
Straight up
I was
throwing
sitting there
ass.
going, I know I'm old and out of touch, but I've never heard the term throwing ass before.
You've never heard the term
Oh
throwing ass?
man, I've heard that one.
I have no idea what it means. I'm just gonna.
Why throw hands when you can throw ass?
Why throw hands when you can throw ass?
You have no idea what it means, Ray? You have no idea what it
Yeah,
means.
that's-
You have no
Okay,
idea
I
what
can-
it means.
I can make my own interpretation that's probably close enough to the truth.
He's
I prefer-
extrapolating.
But I prefer to remain innocent.
Ha!
All right, I'm
Bitch,
the one who created the
please.
brothel. I'm the one who created the brothel.
Yeah.
The unionized
However goes-
brothel.
Yes.
We
all
love
of
a
them would
union.
be unionized.
I
All
mean,
of them would be unionized.
we're gonna start the SWA, the Sex Workers of
Association?
a place.
Advocacy?
Oh, the planet's name is Elatra.
Oh, there you go. SWA.
Oh,
Okay, so you guys, so you throw Trifle in the thing. You hear after you made that little comment, you just hear him go, "I think I broke a rib."
Good.
good. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
And then he literally holds up a rib bone that has been severely gnawed on. He's like, "It was my favorite one."
Oh my god.
You're telling me he didn't break a... You know what? You know what? Nope. Let's let's just get the cart moving. Get the rest of the group. Just...
Oh,
Saying my worst fears aren't a reality here, but
No.
better safe than sorry.
Trifle says, "Agreed. Don't date barbarians."
That's rude. That's fucking rude.
That's fucking rude.
Trifle's like, "You toyed with my heart."
You read your own interpretation of things, my dude.
Like,
You broke my heart. You broke your own heart. Lex,
He kinda-
what did you
he kinda
break
shrugs
my
his
heart.
head.
I did it.
I didn't break your heart. I broke your rib.
He kind of shrugs and goes, "It's not the fastest relationship I've ever had."
That's the only relationship he's ever had.
Hey, I'm 3.
Relationship.
I
was-
did
was a
say that. That was
conversation.
not in character. That was out of
Ah,
character.
so the fastest one you ever had was your hand. Got it.
Oh.
Kobolds only live like
Oh.
not even 30 years.
Oh my goodness.
They're like a flash in the sky and then they're gone.
Wow. Oh my
All right,
god.
but that's usually because of their incredibly harsh lifestyle.
Callie brought home a pet butterfly. It's not gonna make it through the summer.
Oh god.
Oh, can't break a heart that doesn't exist. That's mean.
Ooh,
Ew.
rude.
Damn, worm.
Kalima them? Kalima.
All right, so you guys are, I guess you're bringing the cart around?
Yes.
Yeah.
So as you bring the cart around, the rest of you went had to cross the bridge. Did any of you actually run across the bridge, or did you all like teleport and fly?
No, we crossed the
Everyone
bridge.
walks.
Yeah, we walked across it.
So
Yeah, I
when I
flew.
described the
I
bridge,
think I'm the
it's-
only one who flew.
yeah, it's like the bridge is. It looks like it's old. There are some boards that like are missing, or broken, but the rest of it seems very, very structurally sound. So and as the horses get led across it, they're skittish, and when they step over the gap because it's like the boards are only like 6 inches wide. They step over the gaps easily, but when the cart goes into the gap, the whole wagon bounces, and I need who's driving the wagon. Okay. I need you to make me a navigate land vehicle roll.
What in the fuck
So
is
what
that?
kind of role would that be?
If you do not have that skill, it's going to be strictly dex. It's a tool, actually. No, it's not a tool. It's an ability you get from backgrounds.
The
It's
vehicles,
kinda,
yeah.
It's kind of like pickpocket, not pickpocket, thieves tools or other tools. It just gives you the ability to use your proficiency bonus to do it.
Okay, so we'll just use straight dex in that case.
Oh, we gotta hydrate.
Because of all
Hydrate.
vehicles, he does not have land vehicles. He has ships. In this case, are sea and air vehicles. 19?
19? Oh yeah. The horses you You can feel them. Oh, you also did you still have the mental communication up with the horses?
Yes.
Yes, though it's almost like they're static on the line.
Yeah. Well, the horses also, they don't really communicate. They just send pictures and feelings. So they're sending you, like, they don't like this. They don't want to do it. And the moment the cart bumps, both horses in their minds, they go, run!
Calm.
Yeah, and you basically with that check, you basically get them to calm down. You do go like halfway across the bridge in one little burst, though. Because remember, they're still wearing horseshoes of speed.
Can we hear this from where we are?
Yeah.
I mean, you're crossing the bridge, you can see it.
Oh, you also hear
Okay.
smack. Ow.
It's fine.
Deserved it.
I will cast Bigby's hand at 5th level.
What's it doing when you upcast Bigby's?
Alec.
What does it do when you upcast Bigby's?
More weight?
I believe it gives you more striking power, I believe. Yeah.
Already scary.
Yeah. But Bigby's, I believe, is a 5th level spell. So I'm just casting it at normal 5th level.
Got it.
But I'm casting it directly underneath the cart to add as support and to kind of like give it a little bit of lift so it's not dipping so much into the hole, so the ride is a bit smoother.
Gotcha.
Oh gosh, it's something ridiculous.
It's a strength of 26.
Jesus Christ.
Sam,
What happened?
you don't want to know.
Oh God, I just. Anyway, if you want access to the chat,
I feel
to see
like
what
that
Sam
should be the
just said-
tagline.
That should be like.
That's our
that
tagline.
should
Oh
be part
god,
of
I
it.
just read it.
Oh God, I just read it. If you join our Patreon for $1 a month, you can have access to the chat and the call. It's literally live right there, right now on Patreon. So,
Bigby's hand has 2 actions: clenched fist and forceful hand.
that's 4
So,
actions. That's
Wow.
It has clenched fist, forceful hand, grasping hand, and interposing.
grasping hand and interposing.
And I'm kind of using this
Yeah.
as an adaptation of interposing hand because you're just using it as a platform.
Yeah,
That is a versatile hand.
sure is.
God damn it. That wasn't even in chat.
I
Nope.
should have typed that out. Sorry.
That was for free.
Everybody gets a taste now. You want more? Pay $1.
Oh my God! All right, so yeah, you with the help of Bigsby's hand and Sam getting a really good roll on that the vehicle cart. Oh God!
Yes, worm. Yes, worm.
Yes. Yes.
Fuck's sake.
Welcome to the party, friend.
I'm assuming that he has dyslexia and he meant to say that's a job for a hand.
Nope. I'm taking it exactly the way
I
it's
don't know
written.
about that. I don't know.
Taking it as written.
Oh no.
But yeah, you guys make it across the bridge, no problem. What are you gonna do at this point? Did you take a short rest after the fight?
We took a
Not
short
yet.
rest after. Did we? I thought we took a short rest after the first fight.
Oh, after the fight with the
dragon
I'm
and
not
the-
gonna call
the
it
other
a
guy.
Fight the
After the fight,
Baylor.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we took a short rest after the other
with the
fight.
bouncy house.
Yes, the bouncy house. We did take a short rest.
Incredible battle
Yeah,
against the
they did.
bouncy house.
They did that while Lex was cutting up the dragon skin.
So what you got,
Indeed.
what you're at now is you're on the other side of the bridge. From what you were told about distance traveled, you should be able to reach the monastery another couple of hours from this point. This was the bridge was like a waypoint to
Wait, no, that's the tagline. Just.
the biggest problem is I see someone get that look on their face and instantly I look at chat. And it's just a bad idea. Oh my god. So anyway, yes, you get across the bridge. You've got a couple of more hours travel. What do you want to do? Like take a long rest here to try and refresh your hit point pool and all your spell slots, or do you want to try and make the last couple of hours and just push through?
I think a long rest would probably be a good idea.
That's okay. I can keep watch.
We'll take turns.
Yeah,
That'll be from the very back of the cart. You hear, "I have a concussion."
Oh no!
Oh, good.
I have
Then you
something
can
for
stay
him.
up.
Don't help him. He deserved it.
Nobody deserves a concussion. That's a
No,
bad thing.
no, he definitely deserved it.
what did
Ask
he
Lex.
do? Lex, what did he do?
Would you like to start with the part where he accidentally fired a crossbow bolt because he was holding one too big for him through the back of the cart?
Oh.
Where he
Okay.
got super excited by the small hand one that Drake pulled out that I had to scruff him.
Okay.
There was the part where, when I was explaining that he will get the weapon if it's needed, he determined that to be I should steal it.
Oh.
Oh,
And then there was the
Nice.
part where he decided that I was hitting on him instead of intimidating him.
you know, if I
That was
had
just a
a
bad roll on
platinum
your
piece
part.
for
That's
every
worse.
time someone of
Drake
like,
already made that joke.
Oh, you need a
Drake
platinum?
already made that joke.
She's
No,
gonna
no,
reach
dear,
into
no.
her.
No,
No, it's
sweetie,
too late. She's
sweetie,
already
no.
got it in her hand. She's like,
We don't
How
need a
many?
platinum.
Let's
piece.
just reach it out and takes the platinum piece.
Callie has snuck back and is just like healing word
oh my god.
on Trifle.
That fixes rib.
Trifle, as you're doing Healy word on Trifle, Callie, Trifle looks at you and he says, "Over."
I'm so sorry.
It was never there. It was never there to begin with.
Shh, we're grieving over here.
Delusional little.
What?
There was
Trifle
never
climbs up in
anything
Callie's
there.
lap and just curls up.
Oh,
Mal
no,
just
now-
gives Lex
Okay,
a sympathetic hand on the shoulder.
You know, sometimes it's better to just let them believe things happen. than...
No,
Okay.
not this one.
We really should find out what's with you in the short ones.
Yeah.
I think they all
it's-
just like a big bitch.
Oh.
That is a certain appeal. Says the other big bitch.
I mean, that's. I mean, as the boy toy of a big bitch
Of a big
themselves, it's
Wait, Val, new title.
Boy toy of a big bitch.
big bitch boy toy.
Big bitch boy toy. I'm here
Let's
for
go.
that.
Quad B.
I'm here for that.
B cubed? No, that'd be only 3.
BBBT.
To the power of 4.
Yeah. BBBT.
Yeah, it's BQ. But yeah, B cubed. BBBT.
BQ.
B cube T.
Yeah.
BQT. Yeah.
So,
She's getting awful close to cutie.
so you guys are getting ready to make camp here then?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, probably a good idea.
So,
I have a question.
yes, what is it?
Well, not a curse for this party. Are the ditches dug by the Baylor big enough to fit sleeping bags?
Probably.
That's a great question. Yeah.
So if anyone
I like
wants
that.
to be a little more snuggled, they could sleep in one of the like little ditches.
Yes. Good sleep in
Yeah. Ditches for bitches.
Ditches for bitches. Let's
Ditches
go.
for bitches.
Bitches ditches.
Stop them.
You
Callie is very
There's
comfortable.
no
in
stopping
cage,
us.
so.
You
Stop
can't.
trying.
You can't.
We're ditch bitches now.
Ditch
Bitch bitches. I'm gonna need shirts that say "ditch bitches."
These
Mhm.
bitch
Oh my
bitches are gonna
God.
save the fucking
I
world.
need
I was
that
gonna
one.
say-
I
I
also
was
need
gonna say,
big
what
bitch
time
boy
is it?
toy.
Can we call it already?
Sure, if you
You
want.
got 2 more hours. Run us our
Okay, add this
shit.
to my list.
No.
Okay.
When we get the shirts, you know what they say? They say "these ditch bitches save the world."
These ditch bitches.
These
save the
ditch
world.
bitches save the world.
All right,
I love
so
and hate that so much.
you guys have set up camp. Callie is volunteered to take watch.
Yep, first watch.
And what's the watch rotation going to be?
Val will take second watch.
Lex will take third.
Utopia will take 4th because she would like Drake to try and sleep.
Yeah,
Yeah, sounds
after
like
that,
needs it.
best of luck. Best
That's,
of luck.
we're gonna try. We can try. We can
The,
try.
the long rest doesn't necessarily mean they have to sleep for 8 hours. Just
He's gonna
rest
sleep
for 8
like
hours.
this with his
I'm
knife
resting for
right here.
4 hours,
gonna be,
guys.
like,
We're
literally, like-
cool.
in a corner where nothing can get up behind him.
Is there a corner in this area?
Not really.
He's in the ditch.
He needs to get in the ditch.
He's in the ditch.
In the
Get in
ditch,
the ditch.
just
But you
Drink in the
guys-
ditch. bitch.
blanket over him, hood just low enough so that it kind of obscures him, but enough you can still see out of it. Underneath the cloak, he's got his hand on the gun so that he can just pop up.
Right. How big are the ditches?
They're about
Big enough to sleep in.
Yeah, they're big about 3 feet across, and they're dug in about a foot. But they're only like 5 feet long. Kind of like little trough.
Okay.
You can put our feet
Lex is gonna set up at the end of Drake's ditch with their feet dipping into it, and their feet will be pressed against Drake's. They're giving physical, they're like genuinely like kind of like pushing, giving that like instead of like the
Physical
rough hug or
reassurance.
something, that physical reassurance, but just like with the feet. And they've definitely kind of been like not on top of Drake, but they've been sticking relatively close to him as like a, hey, I'm here, don't freak out.
Yeah, the rest of the group will probably notice like his eyes like constantly darting left and right way more than normal. And the fact that he was just on edge ever since that feeling and communication came through.
Drake, would you like to talk?
Depends on the subject.
Something happened
I
earlier.
think he's noticing you're a little squirrely there, bud.
Yeah.
Squirrels?
Not actual squirrels.
Oh.
Dude, you can just say we already talked about it.
We can hear you, right?
Yeah, no.
Did that thing leave? Is it gone for good?
The one that tried to get us to be all like here for it.
It is gone unless we call it again.
Why would we call it?
It
Why
made
would
us
we
an
let
offer.
that thing get it? Why would we let that thing get in our heads?
It got in your head. That's not good. What happened, Drake?
Did you not
Wait, did
feel
nobody else feel the thing?
We felt it attempt to get into our head, but it didn't. We
You
pushed it
actually
away.
passed the saves?
Yeah, we all
No.
passed the save, but we also
Every-
heard the
every-
voice and like had
and
that
still,
moment.
there was still, even though we patched the saves, we still felt something. Not
Yeah.
as strong, but still felt it. Has someone who's had that in their head before been trapped in their own head while their body and mind acted separately, being forced to watch? No.
As someone who has very nearly been in that place, I empathize, and we are sorry.
So if I'm gonna feel entirely safe right now, I need to know that each and one of you are actually you.
We already did this. I mean, I can do it again if you want.
You haven't left my sight.
Okay. And their hand is probably like on Drake's shoulder again. They put it into his face and then moved it to the shoulder so he knew it was happening.
Put it in his face.
They're being very respectful of the fact that Drake's a little twitchy. And they're like, hey, I'm gonna touch you, buddy. I'm here for you. But so like he had the chance to like bat their hand away if he really wanted to.
Yeah. We summon Inari right at Drake's side. And Inari goes, well, with your permission, I could be a bit of a reassurance if you need a cuddle.
All right, you're you.
I think you should do the cuddle, Inari.
I think so too. And she like gets up in Drake's lap and just curls up.
That's right. And Nari is about the same size as the kobold.
Oh,
Oh my god.
No.
I love Inari.
I love Inari. Don't love the kobold.
No, I think we've established. very
Player loves the kobold. Lex does not.
No.
Same.
Player loves the kobold. Val tolerates him for now.
Last time we had kobolds in a game, they were absolutely precious. But one
Until
character
they got-
who was tied to them taught
Taught
them
them-
financing and cooking, and they kind of took over a town and started a cult in their name. So
Callie's a big fan
Like
of
you do.
Tribal.
I would say Utopia had been. She tried to get in the ditch and was way too big with the armor, and so has been like starting to kind of take all of that off. And she kind of like visibly winces and is like, I'm still sorry I said that you look like the kind of person who stabs people in the back. It was not right of me. It was judgmental and it was inappropriate. And I still think about it pretty frequently, even though I've watched you stab many people.
They also did pull out Platinum the minute it got mentioned. And Lex will just hand Drake one of them.
Oh yeah, no, that shit's solid.
Solid
all
plan.
right, you're fine.
We've settled down to like we're making camp. Callie is tending to the horses and talking to them. She does not have speak with animals up, but she's just talking to the horses.
Jesus.
Callie, what do you call the undead you raise?
I haven't done that in a while.
Timmy.
I think this month is Timmy.
Okay. Everyone's fine. Good.
Why? Do you have a body?
I mean, he has a bot.
Don't
He does,
don't
But it's
tempt
not a
him.
dead one.
Don't tempt.
he's still in it though. He's still in it. So
I mean,
Oh no, I meant a
I
spare.
can currently imagine one.
Yeah,
I'm sure
don't
we
tempt
can.
him.
I'm pretty sure we can make a spare, and it'd probably be more useful that way anyway. But
Don't tempt him,
Callie will
please,
Well, I mean, if
Callie.
you have a spare body, I could probably rise somebody, and then we could have them watch, so we could all rest and get going smoother or
that's
Sooner.
actually
sooner. That's
wonderful.
smoother.
Wonderful. Like no, she's supposed to be a good person.
I mean, we haven't really run into anybody else, though. I could dig around and see if I could find some bones.
I wouldn't say that.
It's fine. It's fine, Callie. It's
deal.
fine.
Okay. Well, if you
And
see
then-
a pile of bones, let me know. I'll just like collect them for the future.
Inari does kind of pop her head up. As a magical creature and a familiar, I don't necessarily need sleep. I could, in theory, watch over all of you while you slept.
Ooh.
oh, that's very sweet. What would be the danger signal? Will you just pounce on someone's face?
I could pounce on Val's face.
Okay.
Val's just like, sure, as your owner, yep, that's fair.
Val, to better answer your question, the reason I asked for those verifications. There's someone who, as far as I know, is likely hunting me for sport.
So we need to kill them.
Therein lies the problem. I have no idea if they're alive.
I'm
And
gonna
they're-
spend all the time I need hunting them down, so it's fine.
So if
And
they're
a
not alive, we need to
changeling
kill
very
them.
good at, and they're a changeling very good at taking other people's faces.
Ah,
Okay, so
So-
we killed bitches.
the changeling that it could or could not be undead. So we may be either killing them once or killing them again.
So from the bench of the cart where Trifle is like laying flat out, he's on his back, and he looks. Trifle says, "But you can't disguise how you smell."
You'd be surprised.
Ah.
You
You'd be
would be
surprised.
surprised.
No, that's
Because
very
they're-
true. There are some species of animals that can tell what you smell like, even underneath all other coverings.
Depends on how good their nose.
Because Val,
Yeah.
they're a bard like you. They just utilize getting inside someone's head.
Oh, fun. They're assholes.
Yeah.
All right. Well. Well, if they want to make a go at it, then we'll meet them tit for tat. And like a very dark smile creeps across Val's face because no one fucks with our crew.
I appreciate it.
Trifle sits up, dangling his feet down. He goes like, "What's a tat?
A tat?
Tat. I know what a tit is.
Tat.
What's a tat?"
A little bit.
And why is it associated with a tit?
I don't know. That's a really good question. I don't know why birds have. Well, I guess they're small birds.
Wait, no. Small bird is a tit.
Yes, a small bird is a tit.
So what's a tat?
Something
It's a
small.
rhyme.
So I guess tits are tats.
It's our
are-
tats.
It's
Or
We're
tats.
getting
are tats.
tattoos.
we should get tattoos eventually.
Oh, I haven't
Why
gotten a
was-
tattoo in a long time.
I was never allowed to get tattooed. I was told that was forbidden. That it would like curse you or something. I should get one.
Oh no,
Trifle
you're like a
stands
rite of
up-
passage.
Trifle stands
We'll
up on
get-
the bench and says, "I know how to do tattoos."
No, you
I
don't.
don't trust you.
No, you don't. No,
You are, like-
absolutely not.
Can I see your portfolio?
8 months old.
He's like, "I am 3 years old. I am an adult."
Oh wow.
Not according to me.
I think I have dirt under my nails that's older than you.
Like, we don't
That's
live.
No, that's
Absolutely
not
right.
true. I've bathed
I
I've
don't
bathed
know.
several times.
Normally, we don't live too
Lately.
long because something eats us.
Oh,
Imagine that.
You are small and compact, so that would make sense.
And crunchy.
Especially when we go
Oh,
off all by
not
ourselves.
crunchy.
I'm not really crunchy.
Well, we don't know
Kind
about
of
the
soft
crunchy
and
part.
supple. Wanna come
The
back?
bones are probably crunchy.
Yes, well, everyone's crunchy.
Utopia, I'll tell you.
Like my broken
What's-
rib.
You'll get more if you keep it up.
is your rib still broken? Do you need more healing?
No.
He leans back on the bench and grabs something behind him and holds up a broken rib bone. Yes.
Oh, I can't fix the dead ones. If you had more, I could assemble them.
That's true. She could.
Hands are complicated.
He says, "I chewed the meat off of this one time ago."
Hey, if we collect more bones for you, Callie, could you create kind of like a creature or a construct of some kind?
If I have a pile of bones, I can bring back like a skeleton or animate a skeleton.
That would be cool.
Wait. Does it have to be a skeleton of a human?
I'm looking it up.
We need to go to a museum.
reverse Indiana Jones.
Are you?
No, it's very Dresden
if you're
Files.
talking
Poca
about
lives.
The infestation. I think there's like a. I think I have like a raised dead spell though. There's something I have
Let's get raised dead. Oh, you might get it because of your sport.
with the spore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or druid.
Poor thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have animate dead with a pile of bones or a corpse of a medium or small humanoid within
Damn it.
range. So, I mean, I did it on a couple foxes, but it didn't really work very well. Don't worry, they were like regular foxes. They weren't like cool spirit foxes.
Anari's ears go down just a little bit.
I just felt bad when they fell into the caves.
Oh.
Followed by the crunch. That was too good.
Yes.
That was perfect.
That was perfectly
Absolutely.
timed. When
That
they
wasn't
fall,
even
it's not so
intentional.
great. Crunch.
So, Callie, you can't do anything but humanoids, but I have heard of people who just use bones to make a creature.
I mean, I've definitely heard it before. I just don't think I can do it.
And necromancers are very good at that kind of thing. While you've got some necromancy-ish powers, you're a full necromancer. We don't think you are.
No, because it doesn't really come from me. It more comes from like the mushroom. It's
Right.
more like they wiggle their way in there and they kind of do all of the animation for me.
Sure. That
Like
makes sense.
The body is a marionette, and the spores and growth is.
For the puppet master.
Very fascinating when you can find it out in nature. It's a very, very rare type of fungus, and it really only infects ants. Although I'm sure if it could like mutate and get into larger creatures, it would be pretty scary.
I mean, I've read in some books these things called like
Zombie fungus.
myco somethings.
Myconids?
Mycelium. Well, myconids are like mushroom people, and mycelium is what like connects a bunch of mushrooms. It's like tissue.
Well, I heard they could do something like that. That they grow their hive sometimes off the bodies of other things.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Mushrooms do need a lot of death.
Oh, we definitely drop a lot of bodies. Just not a lot of them physicals very much anymore. Semantics.
Maybe next time we kill somebody, I'll just collect their body for later.
Toss their body in the bag of holding. Shit, we're going to do a
can
fight.
actually-
Hold on. Body.
More in the bag of holding, but the problem with the bag of holding is it has to be able to fit whatever it has to be to fit in the opening, and the opening is literally like 18 inches wide.
Yeah, getting
You can put a
pelvises and
small
spells
body
would be
in there.
very.
You can stick trifle in there.
Wait, only 18 inches wide?
18 to 24.
Oh, that's easy.
So it's a sack.
That's easy. You just like shoulder first. Just tie the arms down.
Tie the arms.
Well, if you break it down into bones, then the hardest part would be the pelvis.
Trifle's like, are you guys necromancers?
No, but I'd love to meet one.
I can't do magic.
We knew one once, back when we were in college. Nice guy.
I can only bring someone back in an emergency.
Zombie in an emergency?
Well, not quite a zombie. I can restore people.
Oh,
But
you can bring
they come
someone
back
to
very
life.
weak. Yes.
Nah, that's,
Oh, emergency.
yeah. I'm talking
The
about
diamonds
zombie
are
army
barely
marching
even
through
a problem.
town, burning everything.
I mean, Callie can technically create a zombie.
I could definitely do that. They kind of have a time frame on them though,
Yeah.
Don't they come
like a
back with only
second
one hit
expiration date. Zombies? I mean, I think I only get to command them. Oh, for 24 hours. There you go.
The funny thing is, then the zombie falls over, then the full day is gone, you've rested, so then you have the power back, so then you just reanimate the zombie.
You just do it again. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I just be able to
Reduce,
reinsert
reuse,
it.
recycle your Timmies.
Recycle your Timmies. Waste not, want not.
Yeah, Necromancer we knew was all about recycling. Very conscious.
I know. That whole
Waste not,
point-
want not.
There's always that whole argument how necromancers aren't the bad guys. Fucking illusionists are.
Yeah, no, it's not illusionists. It's enchanters.
I heard
Enchanters.
it's
It's fucking mind
yeah.
Talk
Man,
about
and that's a
Mind
large
control.
spell.
So,
We're back to why Drake felt bad.
So you guys set up, take watch. Everyone's going to try and get some rest. Drake,
Indeed.
give me a wisdom.
Everyone say thank you, Inari.
Give me a wisdom check, not a saving throw.
Wisdom check. Fuck that. No, they're both the same. It's +3. Any particular wisdom check or just in general?
It's just in general.
Okay. Okay. 13.
Okay.
10
So-
and a +3.
As it gets quiet, as everyone slowly falls asleep and everything like that, of course, you're having trouble relaxing. You begin to feel that whole paranoia and that heightened state of awareness begin to kind of like finally start to fade back as your your body processes all the adrenaline that happened and all of your system, you finally get to calm down a bit. Would you actually go to sleep? This is like in the first 2 hours. That's the first person's watch.
I thought Inari was doing it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
never mind.
So that we
Inari-
could all rest
Inari's-
at once.
Yeah.
Oh, now he's taking watch.
He would probably try, but I have a feeling if he does sleep, it's very much rather than a full consistent I sleep from X period to Y period, it's more like power nap, wake up, okay, it's fine. Power nap, wake up again. The
Gotcha.
on and off.
You're doing the slightest sound or change in air pressure wakes you up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Inari spends the entire time in your lap or on your chest.
Nari
But
so
like,
much as
keeping watch. It's just
once,
me. It's all right.
As you the first time Inari climbs up on you, you kind of startle awake, and you hear in the distance a very sleepy voice say, "If you want to smother him, you have to lay on his face."
Kill that little thing. Just gonna fall off the side of a chasm. Oh no, he slipped.
Oh, no,
I don't think we
he's
should
so
do any
bad.
smothering just in case.
Inari just kind of nuzzles her face into yours, Drake. It's okay. I'm right here. Don't worry.
If you get a chance to push him off in the middle of the night, I saw nothing.
If he gives me a reason, I will.
He will.
All right. So basically, there's nothing disturbs you on watch other than weird sounds in the cave that Drake wake up every now. In the morning, Inari starts rousing everyone up. She starts with you, Val. And
By leaping
Inari
on
says-
Val's face.
Inari says, "Nothing to report."
Thank you. You're not going to leap on everyone else's face, are you? No, of course not. No, all right.
Just
Very
like
good.
the pat, or the
Yeah.
tail under the nose.
Yeah, it's one of those. Like either the paw on the face, like very gentle paw on the face, or the tail.
I imagine that Drake is Val is up on one elbow, kind of looking at Inari, And as Inari says, no, he's not going to jump on anyone else's face. They just turn around and the tail just whaps you right in the face.
Yep.
Full on bushy tail.
Standard procedure for Valen and I.
So you guys,
Like all 6 tails.
everyone starts rousing. You guys quickly pack what little you unpacked for preparing a meal and everything. You quickly pack that up, get everything assembled. You get onto the wagon, and the horses are actually very raring to. They also got along. And so you guys get in the wagon, start going down the road. Once again, the horses are trying to. They're literally, if you don't rein them in, they're going to like try and go to a gallop just because that's their tendency, their want. But the cart just goes bouncing down the road, or through the tunnel, I should say. You finally get to an area where the tunnel becomes much more uniform, and it's obviously been dug out of the stone, and it's wider. And you guys go follow that tunnel for about probably 10 minutes.
Oh, it's so hard keeping it together for any of that. It's just good. Oh my god.
So you guys head down the tunnel for about 10 minutes, and then there is up ahead, instead of just being the little pieces, the little both of you.
Just don't look at it.
Both of you are going to hell.
I think I have that many.
But yeah, so instead of the little pieces of glowing lynching that have been dimly lighting the way, you start seeing actual like lanterns set out on and stakes put on spikes in the wall, and you very quickly begin noticing that the air is getting warmer, and as you get down to where you get down the tunnel, you suddenly see a very red glow, like covering all the inside walls of the tunnel. When you come around a bend in front of you, the tunnel just opens up wide, and there is to the left there is pretty much a waterfall of lava. It comes comes out of a what looks to be the bottom of like a crevasse on the side of the volcano. Shut up, Sam. And then
It wasn't Sam.
It fills a pool at the bottom of the rock face, and then it seems to drain down into the stone and disappear. But that entire area is acting like a conductive heater for the rest of this large open air chasm. And the odd thing about the chasm is it's not perfect, but it is very rounded and dome shaped. And so it's pretty much something akin to like a stadium in our world. Giant big arched dome. And sitting against one wall is a very well-maintained stone building. It looks like very fine craftsmanship. Like all the stonework is aligned. Everything is designed to fit together very well. It's the structure looks like it's designed to weather some really extreme situations. And it has like some windows high up, but everything low down on the like a ground level is arrow slits. There is a set of double doors that open that you can see, and those double doors are open right now. So because they're open, you can see that they're about 4 or 5 inches. as you guys, and you can see into it, and you can see that the main portion of the this area of the cathedral is hopefully
All of us, except for
All of
Cassie.
Cassie's the only
My hands are busy, okay?
my hands are busy.
That
Phrasing?
doesn't mean my brain's not still working.
But yes, so you see that there's a chapel. It's not huge. It's like 10 pews each side, and there is an altar up above it. But it only takes up a little bit of the front part of the entire building, and then you can see as the building goes back that there are two other wings that come off of it, and you can see in those areas there's people walking around outside, and you can see that there's like a large fungus grove on one side of the building that seems to be being tended by people, like they're actually like tending it like a crop. And
Wow.
there is, I don't know if you guys heard of them, but there's I know that Utopia and Val have seen them, but there's these creatures called aurochs.
Oh, yeah.
They're like very primitive cows. What you see here, it looks like the same thing like an auroch. It's got the kind of the shaggy fur. It's got the low swooped horns that come out in front of either side. But instead of being like 10 foot high at the back like an auroch is, these things are only like 5 or 6 feet at the back. They're very small.
Pygmy.
And you can see that as they're kind of like going along, and they're like in a very much cordoned off area where there is like this wild growth of lichen that goes across all the rocks in the ground, and you can see they're kind of like eating that. And as they're eating it, there is a little orb of light, 3 orbs of light that are dancing, moving around them. There's like half a dozen of them. Oh no, it's not auroch, it's a roth. So
Not a Roth.
no, it is a Rothi.
What is a Roth?
Rothis are very similar to aurochs. They're underground cows.
Yeah.
Underground cow.
Slash goats. They're like a mixture between an ox and a goat.
They're coats.
They're coats.
That worked better in my head.
Coats. That worked better in my
Nope,
head.
wait. It's the same if you spell it out.
All right, so but as you're coming up, you can see that there is like several people inside chapel that appear to be like just doing general cleaning, maintenance, and everything like that. One of them kind of looks out the door and sees you all coming, and they set aside the broom that they're using. They're in friar's robes. They come walking out towards you, and they say, "Greetings. Welcome to the Mistmother's house. How can I help you?"
Oh my gosh, we made it.
Thank you for meeting us. We are we've come quite a ways. We're hoping to get a bit of assistance.
Well, with the Mistmother's aid, we can try and assist you in any way we have the power to do so. Please come inside. And he looks back and is like, Shepherd, would you mind taking their horses and stabling them? He's like, I don't want them to attract anything. And one of the other people comes walking out. He says, absolutely. Thank you, Father. And
Be careful, they're really fast.
He's like, oh, no problem. Like, we have to put them inside because Rothi have their own ways of defending themselves, but horses don't do well down here.
I'm sure.
And
Yeah,
a
we've
lot
noticed
and
that.
a lot of things will try to attack them. That's the Rothi. Neither here
We
nor
just
there.
put
Good to
something
know.
weird on the hooves before we left, and now they haven't.
Oh, well, I'm sure that was. He looks at the cart. Yeah. That's interesting.
You can poke the gooey stuff. It's fun.
He says, all right, let's. So yes, please come inside. Have you eaten?
We didn't eat breakfast, did we? We just got up and go.
We don't think we did. No.
Yeah, I think you prepared a meal the night before and then didn't even prepare a meal in the morning. You probably just like ate rations as you were coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had rations.
Like, hardtack is never substitute for the meal. We just finished breakfast.
Crunchy.
Oh, sorry, no, we just finished lunch. But we can go to the kitchen and we can prepare you guys a light meal, something to tide you over, and we can discuss.
If it's no trouble, thank you.
Yes, follow me. And he goes walking. He doesn't walk back into the chapel. He walks around the side of the building and goes down the side of the building. And as you see that, you can see that, like I said, the chapel butts up against another building, which looks to be the equivalent of a longhouse, but made of stone. It's a singular building structure that goes quite a distance, and then it is at the center. At the other end of it, there's an open area, because it's end-to-end longhouse. There's an open area. There's a big cooking fire. There's a big fire in the middle of the open area that they seem to be burning like coal, and a mixture of coal and a mixture of these really odd textured logs that are piled up. And you can see that on the coals, over the coals, I should say, there is a large cauldron. And you can hear the water bubbling in it. And he says, stew for the evening. We've had an influx of new visitors of late, so we decided to break out the old black cauldron and try and make something something that we can much more easily prepare for a large group.
Other visitors.
We imagine.
Sorry, you both at the same time?
You first, Val.
Well, we imagine with recent events, the influx of visitors seeking refuge might have been a bit heightened.
Well, I mean, there's always people try and go out into. People are always looking to find a way to survive, so that either they're natives who want to try and go reclaim their own homes, or they're off-planet treasure seekers here to try and make. Either way, no one goes overland for obvious reasons. But the dwarves have cut several tunnels that go out in dark wilds, and they basically use those to try to get to where some of the outlying settlements were, in hopes that there might be people out there who shelter in caves into the Underdark themselves to survive, and that they can find them and bring them back. And they do actually have found people, but it's been about 100 years. The number of people that we've found is the majority of the people who live here are dwarves, and they're very. Oh, by the way, this is a human. This is the majority of people who live here are dwarves, and they have much longer lifespans. So they're always still sending out expeditions in hope of finding lost colonies.
Well, that's good to know.
It's depressing. Sometimes they had to fight through the Underdark for months just to get to a location and find them.
Yeah.
But he says, what, and you guys go in this very large kitchen that obviously is designed for cooking meals for large groups. Because like there's wooden shelves that have stacks and stacks of plates. There's little trays that have silverware on utensils on them, and there is like a giant 8-burner stove, 2 ovens in the bottom of it, and it's pretty much got something on just about every burner right now. And he says, he says, we do still have some gruel left over from lunch. Says we have bread and roti butter. Never had roti butter. It's different. And he says, and we have something we call honey. Don't ask anything. Very sweet. Put it in your coffee. You can put it in your tea. If we had coffee. He says, and we have, for those of you who partake, we have some roti meat that is been basically sliced thin, and you can kind of shove it in the bread with some cheese. Oh yeah, we have cheese.
That
That
actually
sounds delightful.
phenomenal.
Like, please help yourselves and tell me why you're here. Oh, I'm
Where's
so sorry.
Trifle? We have Trifle, right?
Yes. So, I'm so sorry. I am Father Bict.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Father. We are Valestein O'Call.
Hi, I'm Callie.
Hello, Callie. Kind of looks at Lex.
Lex.
Let's go to Utopia.
Utopia Aster Call. I was friends with Aeon for a long while.
You knew Brother Aeon.
Yes.
Yes, we all did.
He kind of, because there is people in here cooking and making stuff. You're just kind of sitting at the table that they normally do the prep on. And he goes up. I kind of snaps this. Jackie? He's like, oh, find her. And they say, like, yes, sir. And they nod and they just go running out of the kitchen. Like, there may be someone who wants to speak about that.
Okay.
Okay.
No, that's never good.
I was so scared, you guys.
He says, so obviously made the trip, which by itself, no small feat. Why would you make that journey? This temple, when you have so little aid.
Well, who wants to tell that story?
I think either you or Drake, probably.
Don't look at me.
I mean, you're the one of us.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
He never spoke to Drake.
We'll tell the story. And Val does. And you know, the Mistmother had been split into pieces, and we happen to have one of the aspects of the Mistmother in a box that we cannot open, it would seem. We're told that perhaps if we came here, there would be a means which we could use to release them.
In all honesty, I have no idea. It sounds
That is fair.
It sounds very plausible. Only because at this location, we have discovered that our presence I said the Mistmother's presence seems to be strongest here, entire area that we've been through on this planet. And from what we've heard to some of the believers who've actually made the pilgrimage here, that they can feel the Mistmother's presence very strongly at this location.
Lex is staring at Drake, hearing that.
That's
staring.
kind of what we're banking on.
Giving the you motherfucker look like don't say shit.
We are kind of
One eyebrow just raises, as if asking, like, "But do you feel her presence?"
we are kind of the chosen of the Mistmother.
I figured as much. After all, you travel with chosen.
Indeed.
Lex points and laughs a little.
Just at Lex, just
As you can see, they are happy to be here.
Because we don't ever question any aspect of it.
That's fair.
Do not proselytize tenets of the Night Mother simply because choose hope. And the Night Mother deals with dealing with emotional turmoil.
That is very fair.
The this temple was dedicated to the Mistmother prior to the it only survived due to devoutness of the priests, clerics that were here. As the mountain rained down on the temple and liquid rock began to roll over the temple, everyone here assumed they were going to die. But something held liquid rock in. There was still great suffering, because it took rock a long time to cool down.
Sure.
Which meant the temperature here was insane.
Unbearable.
Our wells started to dry up. Because after 2 months, the stones had finally cooled. As we were able to spend more time outside and explore the environment, we discovered that this dome circle had been the edge of the protection of Mistmother, apparently. And it held back the lava until it hardened.
Huh.
Only place that we still have the active lava, that feature over there, which also provides us with heat and with, honestly, raw materials. He said we built all these other structures here by just using, by cutting brick-shaped indentations in rock and then pouring a little bit of the liquid rock into it until it hardens. Instant bricks.
That's really smart.
And that provided for us to put up more shelters as more stragglers came in. A lot of the new initiates of the temple were people who had fled here and had nowhere else to go. We had reserves stored, and we began finding new ways to take care of ourselves. This temple was on the surface, and it hasn't seen light in 100 years, aside from the glows and the lamps. Because it is very much a miracle, and at the same time, a riddle. Because we have, with the Mistmother having lashed out and made such a punishment for Kyrell, we have no idea why we were spared. Or how the Mistmother was able to divide some of her tension from that apparently overwhelming pain they felt to just guard this one spot.
That's a good question indeed.
That's how this place has come to. And you say you have an aspect of the Mistmother.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. And right that moment, a woman comes walking in. And Val and Utopia, I need you to make me intelligence checks.
Check.
Okay.
Is that the one where you just click the stat?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, 18.
Not bad.
There you go.
My
Oh, damn.
wow. Oh,
I
plus
saw that
0.
today.
That's a 21.
And
You also have a land of hand.
both of those are more than enough. So as this person comes walking up, the first thing you notice is that instead of being in the friar's robes, they're in a gi. And as they're walking up, they're reaching back and they pull like a bit of string, and their hair kind of like spills down, and it's this long, dark, curly hair. And they have an olive complexion. As they're walking up, you two recognize the person. This is Aom's mentor.
Mentor, yeah.
Mentor Shy.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my god.
Val stands immediately and like bows in respect. It is good to see that you made it.
Thanks to Aom. After he was called away from you, he came to find you. He was a great aid, both of us, to bring us back. He has since been called back by Mistmother to go out and help those in need. And I have not seen him in several months. No, several weeks. I was hoping that someone would bring news of him. And when they said that you had arrived, I was hoping that they may have found you, joined you.
No,
Them.
We have not seen them since they left. Clearly to go find you.
Mistmother will bring him home when they're needed. You said you carry an artifact.
Indeed.
May I see it?
Yeah.
Before we get to business, can I give you a hug?
Kind of smiles. Utopia.
Yes.
He warned me.
Yeah, so Utopia's gonna give her a big hug.
I love it.
And
We haven't seen her since Latras.
Yeah. They begin to they're hugging you back, and you're used to overpowering people.
Yeah.
But they have this wiry strength about them. You know you can just pick them up. But at the same time, you're trying to crush them, because you're not trying to crush the muscle, but you're just you're squeezing. And normally people have a hard time breathing, everything like that when you get overexcited by this or stimulated by this. But they are not complaining, and they are squeezing you back. It's not as much pressure, but there's definitely some strength there, and there's definitely this core structure to this person. They can just take it. And as they kind of push you away from them, they look at you, they say, you were a blessing. As were you, Val. And Sugash and Grandpa.
Yes. We're hoping to track them down after all this as well.
Yes, indeed.
From what I've heard, they went back to their tribes.
Yes.
And started gathering them together in order to provide more of a resistance on the twins. With the chaos happening there, it was really unknown how pervasive the others' realms were making inroads there. And it was basically discovered that very bad. Feywilds apparently were very in tune with one of the twins. I don't think that it's all been taken back. But they were leaders of the effort to start fighting back for them.
Well, good.
That does suit them.
If they're anything like you two described, at least the twins we know are in the right hands.
Indeed.
Yeah, absolutely.
The brothers, from the one time I met them, seem to be very formidable.
They
Aom-
helped us take down a dragon, yeah.
And Aom could not stop talking about Josh.
That tracks.
So
Oh, right, the artifact.
yeah,
And
yes,
Christ, sorry.
I know they're doing the same thing. They're kind of like doing this 100-yard stare and just like then they come back themselves. Yes, please.
Val reaches inside the bag and pulls the box out, and with two hands will.
They take it reverently from you. They're looking it over. Key hinges.
No.
Okay. And she kind of like turns the box over and they look at it. And the bottom of the box is the only thing that's really odd about it is the bottom of the box is like about halfway down the box. It's like it had like ornamental filigree engraved in the metal, but halfway down the box, all that stops. Smooth metal. And they kind of look at it, and they go walking towards the lava fall.
Give her a moment. Give her a moment.
And they go walking toward the lava fall, and you can see that in the ground there is a bunch of different colored square stones. They reach down and they take this like metal pry rod that's out there. They reach down, they put it on the edge of the stone, they flip it out, and a brick just pops out of it. And she just takes the box and she lowers it into the brick form, and box opens.
I mean, there was another way to open that thing this whole time.
And they
Apparently
just over their shoulder, without even looking back, they say, "I don't think it could have been opened anywhere but here."
I mean, we managed it.
No, we didn't. We haven't
Oh,
opened
we
that box.
didn't open it.
There was no way to open it.
There was no.
We never opened the box, Sam.
You
No.
used knock on all 5 of the locks.
No,
Yes,
that was
I
like
did.
the. Yeah,
That was the box that this was inside of.
it was holding.
Yeah.
that.
Oh God, the
Box holding the
Yeah.
box.
box
Yeah.
holding a
Yeah.
fuck.
And there's one other thing
Yeah,
about
yeah,
the
yeah.
spell knock. This thing had no visible doors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Knock has to
yeah. The
have
whole
an opening
the
or a
box
portal.
was sealed.
I thought it was a box and just the thing was inside, not a box within a box, not box.
Yeah, the box that was
Boxception.
floating in the fire, we did open to get a box that we have not opened.
No, Sam, it's always boxception.
Boxception.
Yes.
Russian nesting
If you're not
dolls.
putting a box in a box, you're doing it wrong.
yeah.
They put one hand in the box and they pull out what looks like an unworked natural gemstone. So basically, it looks like crystals. They're holding it in their hand, and they stand up and they turn towards you, and they go walking over, and they walk directly over to Utopia. And they hold the gemstone out, and they say, "Have suffered much from the actions of others. Have paid the price for the choices of who know the most of what it is to feel betrayed. But all you've done is look for family and security. Look for calm within this. Represent type of balance that needs focus. Mistmother will never be brought back together. In the Sundering, although there are 3 pieces, Mistmother lost some of her essence, because no Sundering is ever. Those lost pieces turn up some other time. But we don't know how many there are. We have no idea where they would be. And we would have to try and put it all back together like a puzzle. This, the puzzle piece, Give justice. Also needs.
Utopia glances at Lex. And is like, she reached out to you as well, didn't she?
Oh, that was the Nightmare that reached out to Lex.
No, it was the
It
Lady
was the
Justice.
Lady
Oh, Lady
Justice.
Justice, yeah.
My axe is literally called the Lady's Justice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Sorry, I forgot about that. But they kind of look at where you're pointing to Lex, and they kind of just like shake their head and it's like, Mistmother has plans for you all. Hopes for you, not plans.
Lex will look at Utopia. I am her hand. In the end, am her executioner.
Kind of turns and she walks over to you, Lex, and just says,
I mean, that's not what she called it, but like,
I know. Says,
kind of what that's what Lex is saying too.
Yes.
That like that's not what she called it, but like that's
all
my
the-
short
she-
gist.
Yeah. He looked over to you, Shy walks over to you and says, all the aspects of the were created by primary emotions that they experienced. The sorrow and the loss came from knowing that they were alone. Anger and the rage came from not being able to understand others well enough to know that taking away from what they knew not matter if she was saving them or not. Her mind. And the only aspect that is there is the Mistmother. No mother is all make when the Lady of Justice saw you, and she's still holding the crystal in her. Because when the Lady of Justice saw you, she understood that although you feed on raw emotion, also understand violence isn't. Employ it in a manner that is always seeking save or stop others from harm. And I'm not talking about gladiator. You and Drake sacrifice yourself, take up of the army of demons.
I mean, more he sacrificed himself.
You could have also died.
You very well could have died.
And
It's true.
it's really difficult to keep me down though. Cause like
It was a roll of the dice that you lived, Lex.
yeah, but even if you guys had to use some kind of spell on me, like it doesn't cost anything.
Sure. But it still counts for what it counts.
And she kind of looks at you and she said, you will always be. Because it is the nature of someone who is going to be an instrument of the Mistmother be able to impartial. Her choices, her decision is not. Sometimes there will be mistakes made. As the striking hand will have the final word on what not it is not. That's why the that weapon doesn't expect you to follow her.
I know.
Follower would be indebted.
Blind devotion.
Well, no, they'd be indebted to that which gives them focus, purpose, dedicated. They would seek to truly fear her justice. Partial purpose is happening, and determine if whatever sentence is proper. We're also strong enough to take it.
Lex looks at them for a minute and kind of there's like this understanding that crosses their face. I think our streams got a little crossed. I was saying that to let Utopia know, like it's good. Like,
oh, I know.
I
understood that. I just wanted to let you know that it wasn't a case of weren't devout. You need to be exactly.
I wasn't offended.
She says, I'm sorry if I rattled on. Fired. Kind of gets a quizzical look on their face, and she looks at the stone.
I think someone might be speaking through you.
Happens.
The Lady of Justice is like,
Honestly,
hold on,
we
I gotta
don't-
talk to Lex.
He just is like, hold on, I gotta make sure.
I gotta clear this up.
Give me the phone. Give me the phone.
You gotta clear this up. First of all, Lex, you'll always be a bad bitch. You'll always be my bitch, but not in that way, just to make it clear.
So she kind of nods to you, Lex, and she turns and walks back to Utopia. And they say, this is a physical shell. They're holding up the gem. If you are willing to take on this charge for the Lady of Justice, then you will be able to, like, just holds it out to you.
She's gonna take it with both hands.
Break it. Do it. You got this. I believe in you.
Headbutt it.
I'm not gonna headbutt it.
Stomp on it.
No, no. Oh wait, no. I have. Oh, okay.
Throw it on the ground and booty slam it.
No, she's going. Is there anywhere that she could place it on top of something?
Yep. There's a lot of big stones here.
Okay.
What are they? Flat.
Okay. She's gonna put it on test it so it doesn't roll the fuck away, because that would happen.
Because it was molten lava. You find some stones that have like indentions in them and stuff like that you can put it down in there, so it's like kind of trapped.
Okay, so she's gonna put it in one of those, and she's gonna pick up the family warhammer. Because it's her family that got this planet bitch slapped into the fucking nether sphere.
That's a phrase.
Utopia.
Yeah. And she's going to use that to smash it.
So you raise the hammer up above your head, and you bring it down on the gemstone.
Nothing happens.
You feel the gemstone make contact,
Nothing happens.
and in your mind,
Oh fuck.
You die.
every single
hammer
moment that
explodes.
you have been able to with Camille
Oh fuck!
runs through your head.
Oh no.
She just starts crying.
Oh, 100%.
And it's like reliving everything in like one brief second. The gemstone explodes, and for a moment, they are. Utopia is surrounded like in this glittering dust. Very hard to see. But you all see that the head of their father's hammer is glowing. As you kind of like are reeling from the emotional aspect of what just happened to you, you finally, you're kind of open your eyes and you can see that the hammer is differently shaped. It is no longer like a simple warhammer with the emblem of your family's crest on it. It is now a very well crafted hammer with a pick on the other end, and the head of the hammer is made of a completely different metal. But the hammer is lighter than shit. And as you're looking at it, where your family crest was on the side of the hammer, there is a new crest. I don't even think you knew this, but the new crest has your name, your last name, Aster, on one side above the shield, and it has Camille's family's name on the other side of the shield, in a banner across the top. And the marquee of your house, symbol for your house, has completely. It is now a symbol of two hands clasping, as in some people holding hands together, and each one of the hands has a ring on its finger. And on the bottom, it just in another banner in a language that didn't know you understood. It says, through union born strength.
You know, I'm trying not to cry.
You are sitting there and you really you're fighting back tears.
She's losing. No, she's crying. She's
crying. As you're kind of like, as your eyes are actually kind of glowing over, everything's getting a little blurry. You absolutely understand what this is. This is the future of the Aster family. And you understand one other thing. You have one task left to erase your association of warfare you had with the Aster family and the terrible deeds they did. You have one job left. And it's not defeated. Find the contract. You understand now.
I was going to say, save the cheerleader, save the world, but okay.
You understand now that wherever Camille is, whoever is building from all this, everything is centered around you and Camille and that contract. When you find that contract, together, Camille will be able to destroy it. As you destroy the past family. You also know and feel that the Warhammer you now hold in your hands is a Warhammer that you can throw 30 feet with short range and 60 feet is long range. It will always return to your hand when you throw it. It is a +3 weapon, and 3 times it has 3 charges. 3 times in a long rest, you can throw it, and when you throw it, it's like 3 charges. When you throw it, it still flies out, but as it flies out, it turns into a lightning bolt.
Oh.
Dude,
Oh yeah.
That's
Hell yeah.
so heckin' cool.
taste the thunder.
So, as you all are kind of sitting there, all that dust that came from the stone kind of just drifting in the air, and it kind of just like drifts over Val and Callie. Val, what is your you still have your loot, right?
Uh-huh.
What did your loot do right now?
It's just a standard loot. I don't think it has any. Yeah, it doesn't have any properties to it. It's just a loot.
You feel the loot on your back actually get a little heavier. As you pull it around, find out what's going on, you can see that instead of being made out of the very good poplar wood that it was made out of to give a good sound and resonance, it is now made of this incredibly rich golden wood that you don't recognize. But when you stroke the loot once, test it, the amplification and the purity of the tone is quadruple fold.
Nice.
Also, when you are using for bardic abilities, number 1, every single bardic inspiration you hand out will literally be whatever what's your die now? 10? Oh.
I believe it is still 10.
10? So
Nope, it's a D8.
D8. Oh, it's a D8. So it's going to be 1d8 plus 4.
Oh shit.
So basically, the lowest
shit.
anyone can roll with your bardic inspiration dice is a 5.
All right.
Also, if you use any of your spells in defense of your friends or in defense of the Mistmother or any of her allies, anyone who is going to try and save against damaging effects is going to be rolling.
Okay.
Also, to feel and understand that shadow self is just such part of as any other. Feel, instead of having that third spirit, feel the shadow merge with you. Feel a wave of coolness wash over you. As that happens, your quarry who hasn't been super active in time. She just basically says, what?
Yes.
Very good.
We had just accepted it. I had just accepted that.
Turned it into. Feel like a walking star.
Yeah. Neither do I.
Talk later. More to come.
Yeah.
Callie,
Yeah.
your staff. Wait, regularly carry staff?
I have my awakened spore staff.
Your awakened spore staff is like one of your favorite items, just because it like represents you so much. It's like this old gnarled piece of an oak branch that just has random fungus growing along it and mushrooms popping out of it all the time. Stuff is always falling off of it, but it's always growing back. There's like lichen and moss that hangs off the top of it. And you have just never wanted to carry anything. It's just been, it's like an extension of your hand. As you hold it, you feel the wood stir under your hand. Feel an odd sensation on your palm. When you go to when you grab with the other hand and pull your hand away, you see this mycela that's literally gone into your skin. You know what mycela are?
Yep.
Yep. You see this mycela that
Yeah.
literally has gone into your skin. And you feel a presence behind. And that presence greets you without words. And you can feel, know, everything that is around you for 100 feet. As long as you're in a natural setting. Won't work inside buildings. You're out in the natural setting, 100 feet is, you basically have true sight at 100. That doesn't require line of sight. You use that 3 times, a long rest. And these are not charges, by the way. Charges, when you use the last one, you have to roll the dice and see if the thing goes out. These are just abilities that has. And the same with the loot, and same with the hammer. They're not charges. They're just abilities, which means you can use the ability, like you can use your ability until you run out of dice, giving out dice, and you don't have to worry about it losing its magical ability. Also, this staff will now function as a staff of the shepherd. And it basically, and also, well, not as important to you, but it's a +3 weapon now.
Yay!
But instead of the +3 weapon, like, you can choose either keep the +3 to damage on your staff, or it will automatically cast a version of bark skin on you that'll increase your AC by 3.
Ooh.
And that one's just a flat out, it doesn't have a limit. And bark skin lasts 8 hours. So.
Nice.
Yeah. I
Very
love
fitting.
bark skin.
Tank druid, get tankier. Ooh ha ha.
Yeah, because bark skin carries over when you change form.
Yep.
So if you turn into
Yeah,
an
it just
elemental or
is.
an animal or anything like that, it's got +3.
Oh god. Armored super kraken.
Armored super Kraken. Kraken's got a shitty AC anyway, just because it's massive.
Well, yeah. I mean, the space kraken
Armored
was
space kraken.
just a bunch of hit points.
Yep, pretty much. The dust settles to the ground. And as the dust settles to the ground, standing, because you're kind of like all in a semicircle around where Utopia was. Standing in the center of the semicircle is a child, little girl, wearing a simple brown chemise, and he has no shoes on.
That's the kid
He
again.
has like shoulder length brown hair. Kind of is, and she has the pale eyes they look like they're like white, except around the edge of the iris there is this silver line lines it. And he looks at one of you and she says, "Are one step closer, lasting." Thanks to your efforts, most of our enemies have been thwarted or have stepped to. There is, yes.
In the pause when she says that, Utopia looks at Callie and like smiles. She's so proud.
The elementals.
Yeah,
And
just-
the
just
Feywild,
a little-
remember?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Feywild actually approached your
yeah,
side.
but like the Feywild approached us. Callie just straight up was like, "Listen, I got it." Like that was so sick. Like
Yeah.
that was so cool. That like she pulled that out of nowhere. Like
Damn
yeah,
straight.
that was such a moment.
And as they look at you, they say,
Speaker of the plains.
they say, "You will all still be to attempt to stop this. Not done."
Figured as much.
Orcus will not yield this. Orcus has planned to use the Mistmother and corrupt her essence. She's referring to the Mistmother as someone else. Her essence, which is nurture, life, and growth, wants to corrupt it. Death, decay, and the unnatural state of undeath. And then he wants to use the Mistmother as a colony where he can create a massive army of the other. And then continue his quest, make the prime material plane a realm of undeath.
That's not good. We certainly don't want that.
everything that you have done has been absolutely in your own hand. You were called by the Mist. Yes, had some aid. Night Mother. You were called by the Mist. Basically left to your own devices. How to do. The Night Mother did not manifest after you started this. Mistmother. The Mistmother has learned humility. Watching the suffering of her people. And watching the nobility of your sacrifices. You have taught her more about what it is to be a person than she ever learned through observing all these. She still holds the line. Has gotten easier for her because of what you've done. Rifts in her body are not sealed. And her worry is they may not ever. Everything that you can stop Orcus, even though, and she finds that we don't have the right to ask. We would ask that. Mistmother no longer cares if she comes through this conflict. Only cares that the realm she created for her people, all the people in those realms, are safe and allowed to get to their own choice. No matter what you see in the future, no matter what you're told will happen, they are perfect. Stop Orcus and save the kingdoms of Mist. And the Lady of Justice kind of looks over at Drake and says, the Night Mother asked me to deliver something. And this is the first time she's moved. And she begins walking over towards Drake. And as she takes every footstep of the little girl's feet, behind her, there is a flaming footprint left on the ground.
Oh shit.
And she says, and literally there's melted footprints in the ground. She comes walking over to you, and she says, Night Mother would never judge you claim that you hate or something. She understands that even your weapons come from your own mess. You have been a true source of criticism for everything that happened. Know that you're partially when the Mistmother was broken, major piece, one remained the Mistmother. Oh. Another embraced her sorrows, Nightmother. A third had purpose. It drew in all the suffering around it. It felt all that rage, justice happening. And it just you have never allowed action that was unjust, even if committed by a god, go without criticism. That, in as much as is the mark of someone who is willing to literally sacrifice them simply to hold a line. No matter what. Oh. Point. Are a hero. Summon your knife.
Val looks on.
Summon your
like,
knife.
Oh, I can't wait to see what this,
Summon your
what this
knife.
does.
I'm sorry, Drake. Your daughter asked you to summon your knife.
Lex is making a motion like, hurry it up. Hurry it up. Summon your knife, please.
As that spectral blade just appears in his hand.
What color is the spectral blade?
Pink.
So it usually takes almost like a
Pink.
it's
Pink's
kind of
lovely.
like almost like a pink violet color.
It's magenta.
Magenta.
It's a good color. Good color.
As you
Same as his
summon-
eyes.
As you summon the blade,
It's pure fucking blood.
the Lady of Justice walks up and just grabs a hold of the blade. And you see that the blade, you feel the handle still, but you see the blade dims out.
No more blades for you.
And when she lets go, the blade is like a shadow. It casts no light. It doesn't attract any attention. It doesn't go. When you now summon your blade, and you have your blade, when you summon and activate your ability to basically to summon your blade, when you summon your blade, you will have dark vision at 120 feet, and will have tremor sense at 50.
Let's say, what if you already have dark vision up to 120?
Oh yeah, you're a half elf.
Everyone always forgets that.
You can't-
Magical
well, no.
dark vision.
The 120, I thought it was 60 for half elves.
Is it 60?
Yeah,
No,
think
it is
so.
60,
Sure it
yes.
is.
yeah. So now it's 120. Also, for psychic blade, now counts as a +3 weapon.
Does that also affect the weapon that is the not lightsaber that uses his psychic essence as the blade?
Yes.
Oh,
Anything
shit.
that you use your psychic ability to enchant as a weapon that your class gives you the ability to do so, now has a +3 bonus to it.
Ooh.
And You can summon as many of those knives as you want, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
unlimited.
Yeah.
What?
If choose this actor choice once for a long rest, hold the blade in your hand in order to make an attack against someone who is trying to harm or committing a great injustice against others. You may choose have strike hit crits. It uses your backstab and it takes the final damage total and adds 20 to it. But you must do that as a hand strike. It will not work on the ring.
Gotta get up close and personal.
Justice is delivered. Listen.
I use an axe.
I use an axe. Lex,
Yes.
your axe is corporal.
Yes.
One of the most powerful weapons.
Yes, it is.
And I do believe it's already a +3.
It is, in fact, a +3.
I think that's just the base for corporal blade.
Yes.
Believe so. Yeah.
And you already have endless rage, correct?
Yes.
I think you got a level 17.
Yes.
The one thing, the axe that you have on your back, it throws heavier. Just like normally pulls down. No, it pulls down on the straps that hold the axe head to the back, your back. When you bring it forward and take the leather covering off the blades, what languages do you speak?
I believe, if I'm correct, yeah, I only speak common.
Common, got it. In common, on the axe head, it says hard paw.
That's neat.
Your axe
Is you.
will now function as a weapon that can do damage to structures. And if you hit the axe, if you use the axe to hit a structure, it does double damage automatically. And if
She
you
came in
roll,
like a wrecking ball.
if you roll a 19 or higher, or an 18, 19, or 20, the effect of the Vorpal Blade that transfers over to a structure, it basically will render
The structure go bye-bye.
no. There's a 20-foot radius from like around where you stand, where the structure is. It just turns to dust. No matter what the fortification is made out of, it could be adamantine.
Damn. That's hot.
And the Lady of Justice she just looks over at you and she says, "No one should be able to hide from you."
You're right. You're right. You're right.
And she looks around at all you and she says, "Just know that even with new gifts, nothing is. Orcus is likened unto a god himself, and he as allies still. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other. But you is what we could ask it. Thank you for releasing me.
It was our pleasure and our honor.
Go to aid. Aids, but there's still 2 sputtering footprints on the ground.
Someone's gonna build a shrine around that, aren't they?
Oh, 100.
Oh, definitely.
So
Yeah.
They kind of already did.
He's pointing back to the fucking buildings and everything.
I could knock it down.
I could knock it
I
down.
won't. I won't. You're not
Don't-
supposed to knock this stuff down.
Jeez.
But I could.
Imagine the horrible shit Lex could do if she like goes to the base of a pylon for a
I was about
Right.
to say, like,
toodaloo,
Like-
motherfucker.
testing it in the caves is probably not smart.
Not in this
But,
place.
like, there's
I didn't say I was gonna do it now.
So I was like, what can I give Lex that's not going to make a corporal weapon? Just OP.
just
And I was like, we don't really have anything massively damaging to an area. Spells are the nearest thing we
Shatter.
have to that.
yeah, Valcastic Shatter's crazy.
Mhm. So I was like,
But just
since they're going to
Ooh,
they're going to
yeah,
they're going to be facing things that they need to have ways of working through and working around,
Yeah.
such as attacking a keep or a fort or just reinforced anything. The biggest, nastiest part of any is trying to send your troops up against that wall and tell them that they have to.
I'll
While
just
arrows
wall
and
that
rocks
exists.
rain down on you. Now, you could possibly have a way to instantly stop that.
Don't need to scale it if it doesn't exist.
we have a fort. Not anymore. You don't.
No, you
You
don't.
had a
Not
fort.
anymore.
Can you
I
imagine
had
the
a fort.
damage Lex could do to a ship?
Yeah, a
Yeah.
ship is a structure.
yeah,
Just
God.
You, just
Hey,
ta-
hey,
you put
just
Lex on a
put in the
catapult with
holes.
a battle axe out, and you just fire at another ship. And then as they go flying in, they do the thing they did with the demon, and they just swing the axe forward.
Hey, Callie, you want to be a space squid again?
Dun, dun, dun,
I
dun,
basically-
dun,
I mean,
dun,
it was
dun,
you
dun.
fun.
basically do what I had an NPC do in Agents of the Circle, where like a dragon literally just like tossed her like a football, and she just punched through like a ton of airships. Was her whole job during that encounter, just punching through airships. That's Lex now.
Just wind me up and send me spinning.
So
Yes.
we're a little bit early, but we also didn't take a break.
That's proof.
I was going to say we're going to go ahead and wrap now, because at this point, I wanted to get you here. I wanted to get you the rewards. I really hadn't even come up with the rewards until I was thinking about all of you right here. And I was just like, what can, and I knew Milagros, when I just stopped talking. I knew you would choose the hammer,
Yes.
but I wanted to make sure that was the way you wanted to go, so I let you pick it.
Yes.
And the 2 hardest were Lex, because she already had a Vorpal weapon, and Callie, because Callie is spell effect, spell effect, spell effect, spell effect. You know?
Yep.
Yeah.
What could I give Callie that would be able to enhance what they already do? And I was just like, well, number one, Callie's always getting her ass kicked. To be honest, if
Yeah.
anything gets to Callie,
Yeah.
they crack the shit out of her.
I mean, I was at
body
half
her for
health
no
before we
reason.
rested.
Yeah. So I was like, well, let's give her some more defense. And I don't know if you knew what Staff of the Shepherd does.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to find it because I know I've seen it before and I couldn't find it on D&D Beyond. Because I've seen it before, but I couldn't remember like what the specifics were for it. D&D Beyond taking away my items?
And
Just kidding, I know
Yeah,
they took
no.
that back.
Well, no, in anything that you created as well. Well,
Theoretically.
you can't. I mean, you can't manage them anymore. Really, they changed how items are managed. So now, like, if you want to do editing like that, you literally have to like delete the item and make a brand new one with their new creator.
Yeah, I don't do that. I literally only use it for like Tuesday and Wednesday.
Oh, it's
I
Shepherd
don't-
Staff, not Staff of the Shepherd.
Shepherd staff? Yeah, if I type in Shepherd, I can't find anything.
Dude, this was literally an item that came from, that was in D&D League's shit.
Hold on. I may be able to find it. Give me what rarity was it?
Oh, it's very rare.
Perfect.
It's legendary, basically.
Oh, those are two different things. Said it was staff of the
Shepherd.
ST. Go to ST.
Shepherd Staff D&D.
Yeah, because I know I've seen it before. I was even on Google and I was like, I can't find anything.
Okay, that must be. It must actually be a very rare because it's not in legendary.
Yeah, the version I just found is a common one. I'm pretty sure that's not it.
I found is rare, but it doesn't have the one it's supposed to.
Okay.
Also, Drake is now it's hard to say, but assigned hero by God, so
Fuck.
can't take that back.
Yeah.
And also, he's so heroic that his sense of justice created a god's identity. I think that makes him a dad. I think that makes him a dad.
That's a flex. That's a huge
Mhm.
flex, man.
Mhm.
I guess.
There's no guessing, dude.
Yeah, there's no guessing. She
Your
was like,
sense
"You
of justice
spawned
is
me."
so hard that you affected the personality of a god. That's a flex if I ever saw one.
That's fucking cool.
Fair.
I think that makes him a dad. I think if
found it.
Val,
I'm sorry,
Can-
it wasn't the Staff of
can-
the Shepherd. I got it confused. The Staff of the Woodland.
Oh,
I
the
was-
Woodlands. Okay.
It does a bunch of shit.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
One of the
Yeah,
things-
okay. I was looking at this.
One,
Yep.
one of the things it can do is it can cast the Awakens,
Sure can.
ooh,
which means that, you know,
Not only can I bring dead bodies back to life, but also things that don't have sentience.
they automatically gain an intelligence of 10.
Yo.
Congratulations, you're smarter than
Damn.
most commoners.
You can
Gosh,
You can make
use,
extra
make him smarter than me?
enemies.
and you can just use an action now. Cast Pass Without Trace, with doesn't take any charges at all. You just say, I'm going to use my action to cast Pass Without Trace. And,
When have
Holy,
we ever
that's-
used that?
never.
Oh God, no. That's
We could be sneaky now, though.
that's so
All
unnecessary.
the
Like,
time.
fuck it, I don't need the cloak anymore. You
We
can't
have
pass without
Queen
trace. Just-
slate mail up here.
It has. Yeah, but that takes away their disadvantage.
Yeah,
with
that's
this straight roll.
True.
No,
Yeah.
it gives them
No, it gives them a
+20
+10.
to their roll.
Also,
What is
it
it,
has
+10? Oh, it is right.
it has
+10.
10 charges. So these are These actually have charges on it because the functions as staff of the wood. For 6 charges, you can summon a Wall of Thorns.
The Wall of Thorns is dope
Holy
if used right. Ooh.
Yeah, Wall of Thorns is fucking
I can
nasty.
be
I've had
sneaky.
so many of the bosses I've created thwarted by wall of thorns alone.
Oh, and Callie.
Yeah.
Now cast speak and speak.
And you can turn your
Yeah.
staff into a tree.
I'm gonna find something to replace the bark skin because it has bark skin on it too. It causes charges, and the bark skin doesn't do as much as I wanted it to do. Spell,
I love bark skin. I always take bark skin when I'm a druid.
but the bark skin normally
This
just
is
makes your
beautiful.
AC a 60. What's your
Yeah.
current AC?
My current AC is 14.
So now it's a 17.
Oh,
Nice.
Hell yeah.
But you do have to use your action to change it from damage to.
right.
But it stays that way, so you can just leave it there.
Yeah, kind of change its default from one to the other.
All right. So.
And those of you who look after Val's Shadow Soul merged back into his Prime Soul, there is now, if you look at his shadow, there is now kind of a silver edge to it.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Just for aesthetics.
Your conversation with your quarry is going to be very interesting.
I'm
She hasn't been-
sure.
the reason she hasn't been talking to you is because she's been talking to Shadow Spirit. Because
Oh, shit.
Shadow Spirit, like, all your anger at your,
Yeah, it's all of his trauma.
all your trauma sitting right there, you know, losing the love of your life, you know, and not, you know, and then finding out that they got married to someone else, all that,
And-
all those.
And then also that person also died.
But yeah, all those traumas that come through that have come through are just, you know, that was the embodiment of Shadow Soul. And what you did for yourself is befriended.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Couldn't remove it because it's just as much a part of you as any other.
Yeah.
But when you got you made the Shadow Spirit more in a line with you, it wasn't conflicting with you anymore. That's when I was like, merge it back in and have all the abilities and take him just back down to the quarry, and then, you know, have the Shadow Spirit. Oh shit! I forgot to do one. Yeah. You can actually, and I forgot this. This is an innate ability because of your Shadow Soul merging in. Now you already have Dark Vision, right?
Yep. Up to 120 feet.
So you can now twice a long rest shadow step from any shadow, any other shadow. Okay.
I do notice what you didn't say.
The shadows
There's
don't
no
have to
sight.
be,
I didn't tell you it was line of sight.
or that
Right.
the shadows have to be connected.
Right?
They never had to be connected for shadow step.
They never had to be connected before. Yeah.
Mhm. You just had to see them.
Had to be able to see both shadows. Jump into one and come out. And now you can jump into one here, come out on Electris.
Nice.
Oh
Holy
God,
shit.
nowhere is ever safe.
Holy
Nowhere
Once
is
this
safe
adventure,
from us.
if Drake just wants to be left alone, doesn't want validity, he literally has to have
No.
everything lit so a shadow isn't made, which isn't possible. You can't have light without shadow. Fuck.
All right, so
I like it.
That's
I hope-
fucking
everyone
crazy.
enjoyed their new toys, and I
I'll
hope
have to
everyone
test.
should realize they need to be terrified because
Mhm.
I gave you those giant toys,
For
and I'm not
reason.
scared of them.
Yeah, no. This
Yeah,
is
no, we know.
Yeah.
Considering this is Orcish we're going up against, yeah, this is.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of Orcus's staff's powers,
Oh,
is-
Jesus Christ.
it can just cast death.
Yes, it can.
I
think
hate
he
that.
also
The
has
bitch.
power word kill somewhere in there as well.
Power
a
word
bit.
No, he
heal.
uses charges to cast power word kill.
Yeah, but that means power word kill is still on the table. So
It also
all
can
I
cast
have to
cloud
take
kill.
is all I have to take is more than 23 damage. I can just immediately just get killed.
Vaporized.
There's no save against it. There's no hitting AC. You can't evade it. It's just
Hits you and you die.
yeah.
Well,
I need
stay hidden.
diamonds.
Yippee!
Lots of diamonds.
Well, we actually, I have the loot log. We
Here's
got
the
him.
thing. Depending on what he may bring with him,
have
if he
them.
brings a certain thing with him, you don't get death saves. You may not be able
I
to
also-
even be revived. You're just gone
I
immediately.
do have Strength of the Grave on my side. So I die a little. It's a little more difficult for me to die. I still could die. It's still harder.
Well, here's the thing. That says
mean,
if
I'm
you
just
would
immune
drop
to a
to
bunch of
0
stuff.
HP. Power word kill is if you have less than 100 HP, you just die. There's no dropping to
just-
0 HP. You just
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
ah.
thank you very much for having joined. Let these amazing people tell you find their creations on Mighty Internet. And after we do, on Twitch, we're going to raid out into another stream. Not with us. Get with us as we raid out. When we get there, we're going to take our audience into their audience. Give them a follow if you haven't followed them yet. Tell them thank you for making contact. And most importantly, refresh your screen. Analytics on Twitch are based on view. And if you come in with a raid counts as one view. So if all of you then refresh your screens, everyone who is individually there then counts as another. And that helps the stream's analytics. And this is all about building community. We want to help those communities grow. So please do what you can to help whoever we're going to raid. We'll decide that in a minute. Everyone on our other social media accounts, thank you for hanging with me. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. And now let these people tell you where they can find them. Let's start with you.
Yes, I am Liz, otherwise known as Miss Liz or Miss Liz 2, across various social medias, the name depending on my mood and that particular day. Besides being here on Wednesdays, you can find me over on the Starfield on Mondays playing Werewolf the Apocalypse, where I get to play everybody's other favorite lesbian.
Sweetest werewolf bean.
Sweetest Werewolf Bean.
Thanks. Sam, where can people
What is
find
it?
you?
On most iterations of Markov & Co., except here on Twitch, where you can find me over at the Starfield, typically Tuesday afternoons or Saturday evenings if I'm not working, continuing our Baldur's Gate Honor run. You guys can find me over in ADH Adventures with Cassie on Tuesdays, playing... I almost said Kingdom of this for some reason, but that's here, playing Turning Point,
Yes.
where I get to play something I don't usually play, a full caster. Still a little weird. I'm so used to playing the martial characters.
Because you choose not to play them.
Well, it's still valid.
He can't complain about not not playing them
Okay,
if he's the one picking.
Normally, when I pick, I wait to see what everyone else is playing, kind of fill in. A lot of people typically want to play the casters, so I end up filling in the martial role. That one was a little bit different. I get to play the caster for once.
And you
I
had a
can
good
see-
time with it.
A lot of trauma involved, but yeah,
Yeah.
good
That's-
trauma.
It's D&D. It's RPGs in
I mean,
general.
yeah,
Good trauma.
that just comes with the territory.
We love the traumas. Anywhere else, Sam?
Currently, that is all, unfortunately. We used to have a game on the Starfield on Fridays, but due to scheduling, on
The
top
biggest
of
BBEG.
somebody's internet, aka Spectrum, deciding to never work and constantly cut off and call them to drop from calls, then reconnect, drop, not be able to hear us, not be able to hear them. It's like we lost myself and one other person through scheduling, and then one person through internet. So we unfortunately had to call the project currently.
Makes sense. You do what you do. You can do what you can, where you can, how you can, and why you can. And if you can't, then you've done your best, and that's all you can do. Delagros, where can people find you on the Mighty Mighty?
Hello. People can consistently find me here on Dinner and a Game. I am here on Tuesday nights playing Pandora, our Black Fury werewolf, who finally got to put someone new in the blender, and show off to the new shifter who is part of our group. Like, still relatively new. And truly, if you want to go see a crazy fight, go watch the VOD for that episode. It was bonkers, and also really funny because the two of us were just like ripping this dude to shreds and took almost no damage between the two of us. It was like just like, bro, did you see that? That was so cool. No, bro, you're so cool. It was great. And then Wednesday nights I am here playing Utopia Aster Okal, our 100% paladin, because she is my first D&D character, and I'm still learning. And I don't think I'm ever gonna recover from that imagery from today. I think it's gonna haunt me. So now we have side quests. We got to go get the GF out of hell, because Ray sent my girlfriend to hell. And if you ever feel bad when he's introducing me and being like, "Oh, she wants to take my kneecaps," it's because he sent my girlfriend to hell. So I think that's pretty fair.
Yep. I sent your girlfriend to hell. First, I killed your entire family, except your father. Then I killed your father. Then I sent your girlfriend to hell.
Yes. Yeah,
oh yeah,
there's 3 offenses, and I'm only taking 2 kneecaps, so I think that's a deal. I think it's 3 for 2.
We forgot
I think
about
that's a deal.
this other offense. I also trashed your home planet.
Yes, the whole thing, just the whole entire thing, all of it. Yeah.
So there you go. That's why my kneecaps have to go.
Yes.
Love you very much. Cassie, where can people find you?
Yeah.
Massive.
I have social medias at Lady Vamp. That's the Twitter, the Hive, the Instagram, the TikToks. And as Sam said, I do play also in Turning Point with ADH Adventures on Tuesday nights, where I get to play a different Wisdom caster that's not a druid, because I come in 2 flavors.
And both are usually support.
Yes, I do love support.
Excellent. And finally, Sphinx, where can people find you? This question should actually be, where aren't you?
That's a real good question.
All right, we'll just go with where.
Nowhere. You there's nowhere you can avoid me. I'm everywhere, baby. Hi, I'm Sphinx Akasha, the champion of bards. You can find me Tuesdays and Wednesdays right here with Dinner in the Game for Emerald Sanctums, where I play Emerus, who is the mage of the group. He's also the reincarnation of Merlin. Just recently got Excalibur, and just recently got a rather wild quest that he now has to go on to save everything. So, tune in for that. It's a good time. On, of course, Wednesdays, I'm right here with this lovely crew as Valestein O'Call, the bard / sorcerer. Now 2 souls. For the 3 have become 2, and that's a thing. So we can no longer be the 3 in 1. We are the 2 in 1. So hell yeah. On Saturdays, you can find me with AH Adventures as we swap back and forth between Heroes Arc, where I play Raziel. He is an Asamar necromancer, also the absentee king of the New Ugandish Federation. So think Wakanda, but instead of panthers, dragons. So that good stuff. And then we swap between that and Unlicensed Magic War Crimes, where I play Zen After Solera said, or Zen to his friends, a former BBEG who has taken an oath of the Watcher and become a paladin, but also has a tiny piece of the entity that turned him into a BBEG stuck in his head, and so he is also an Aberrant Mind sorcerer. Then on Sundays, you can find me with also with ADH Adventures,
playing in The Tale That Never Was, where I play as Io Sidriniota, who is a Kalashtar Aberrant Mind sorcerer, who's my answer to the question, what happens when you take Howl from Howl's Moving Castle, make him a Kalashtar, and make Calcifer his quarry? Get a traumatized young man, former military, who is now bouncing around time and multiverses, kind of quantum leaping into everyone's backstories. It's a great time. You can also find me soon, coming soon to a podcast near you, my new upcoming series, The Everbright Archive. It is a TTRPG actual play anthology series where we, all of us at the table, take turns being both the storyteller and the player. This first inaugural cycle will feature myself, our very own Madness Diamond, our very own Cove Selkie, the amazing Bryn Ursa, and the fantastic Bardic Sweet Tea. So tune in for that. You can find, if you want to support us and also get some cool stuff as a result of supporting us, if you click on my link and follow the Ko-Fi and subscribe to the Ko-Fi, you get some cool stuff like some original music that will be open license that I'm preparing for the game. It's going to be a good time. So, but that's where you find me.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
So, and if you want to find Dinner and Games information, you can find it in our link tree, which is also in chat. Please do me a favor, go give any one of these people, or all of them, a follow on one of their socials. We would do this no matter what. It's our passion, it's our hobby, we love it, enjoy it, and so we do it for ourselves. But if someone goes and takes the time to travel to one of those links and actually hit that button, that is a high that we can't even begin to describe, because that's just someone acknowledging they liked what we do. That is what. So please remember, if you want to support Dinner and a Game, we have merch in our merch shop. The merch shop actually has a sale right now because we are doing our preliminary launch, our test launch, I said. And so right now, everything in the merch shop is 10%. That's just a little incentive to get you to come out here. We're going to be looking at other incentives coming soon, like if you are a member of our Patreon, just having an automatic 15% off on the store, period. So if you guys want to look into that, check out our merch store. If you want to find any of our other links, check out our link tree, and you can find all of our social medias. We are going to, like I said, raid out on Twitch, and then on the rest of our social media, we're going to wish you a good night. We want you to do one thing for us, though. Take care of yourselves. Social distance if you can. Wear a mask when you can. Do your best to protect yourself. Almost all of us went to Gen Con. Almost all of us got COVID. It's the way it is now. It's the new bug. I know you didn't get COVID.
I didn't this time. This is fantastic.
You got the ghost of COVID.
Yeah, and then Cassie got the. It's not COVID, but it's still trying to kill me.
Yeah, I got regular crud, not COVID crud.
Yeah.
So, but do what you can to protect yourselves, because we want you to have all your spell slots available to you. You can come back and watch our content, or go watch anyone else's content that you follow. All of it's amazing. All of it's created by people who love what they do, and we hope you have a good time no matter where you choose to go. But we do hope you come back. So please, guys, have a great night. Like I said, on Twitch, hang out for a minute. Everywhere else, have a great night. Enjoy yourselves. We love you, and next time on Kingdom of Mist.
When I sit across the table from you, once a week, a month, or like every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to gain a level. And we roll. We rolled a critical hit to the heart. People grow up, forget how to play, but not us, no. We laugh due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget. Oh, 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 oh. We roll. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, we roll. We rolled a critical hit to the heart. We will never, never, ever forget. 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 Oh, 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 oh. We roll. Oh, 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 oh. And oh, 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 oh. Yeah, we roll. We roll. Yeah, we rolled. We rolled. Yeah, we rolled. We rolled a critical hit to the heart.
Dinner and a Game and Many Worlds Taverns have partnered together to bring incredible teas and coffees to the Dagger family. And now you can get 10% off of your orders when you use the promotional code Dinner and a Game, all one word, no spaces, at checkout. And if you use our link, manyworldstaverns.com/dinner and a game, we get a little bit back from Many Worlds Taverns as well. Support excellent products from an incredible small business and help support Dinner and a Game at the same time. And always remember, at Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table.